football games you play in a season, we're almost a third of the way done with the season.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But we got some big ones. We're going to start off with the first one, which is right across the way here, Hendrick Stack Stadium, the Battle of the Cowbell. I believe this is either matchup number 60 or 61. I can't remember which one it is. Giles County has the all-time edge on Lawrence County, but Mike, this feels like a different Lawrence County team coming in than what we've had in years past against Giles County. Giles County is a little different, more built on muscle and power, trying to run the ball down your throat. They can still score. They do have a pretty decent quarterback, but this Lawrence County team is different in a lot of ways than what we've seen in years past.
Yeah, and a lot of it's the mentality side of things. I mean, that's, half the game is showing up, but I mean, their offense has looked unstoppable. Their defense has been stout too. And, like you said with Giles County, over the past, 3 or 4 years ago, they were a lot of speed, and that's kind of what they built their team on. And now, some of those players have moved on, and they've kind of had to re-identify themselves as more of a ground and pound team. But, I mean, that's kind of what we've seen from Summertown and Loretto, so a little more of the same, so to speak, when planning for Lawrence County this week.
A year ago, these two met up on a Thursday night. Lawrence County, if you ask them, there was no game film, but that's another story for another day. It really came down to the wire. Lawrence County had every opportunity, dropped the potential touchdown, dropped the for sure interception in the end zone that would have thwarted a Giles County drive. They had their opportunities. I know that they're probably thinking about that game going into tonight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've seen revenge on the mind of Lawrence County almost all season. Obviously, they dropped the one to Summertown to open the season. Yeah. They got that back. They had a close game against Loretto, kind of an upset win over Loretto last year, and they just kind of kept building on that. And, with a 5-point loss to Giles County last year, I mean, it's only looking up for Lawrence County.
Yeah, so we had a chance to speak with head coach Garrick Barnett in his first full season, 2-0 start to the year. Here's what he had to say going into week number 3 against their hated rivals from Pulaski.
Well, Coach, good win there on Friday night. Just what did you like out of your team against Loretto?
Yeah, I think, when good things start happening, we talk a lot about football being an emotional game and ups and downs and all that good stuff. And, we got on that high, and we was able to maintain something that I'm proud of, and I'm proud of our guys. Our younger guys come in, and we kept rolling. Now we had some setbacks, we made some mistakes, and but our older guys were cheering on those guys, and you look down there, and they look like they're having just as good a time as if they're out there scoring themselves. That's a special thing, and that's kind of what we saw for the most part. It's hard when you get, in games like those, it's hard for anybody to stay interested. That's the reason people a lot of times leave it, halfway through or whatever. And so for our guys to be able to stay in it, and there's a couple times I looked over and some of our older guys were coaching them up as they were coming off the sideline. And so those are the types of things that makes teams special. And that's just the way we felt. In hindsight, looking back and thinking about some of those things that happened. We still made some mistakes. We still got some things to clean up.
It was a great time out there. We had a great time with all our boys. We went out there. We played hard, played physical. Definitely some things we can work on out there. But for the most part, we went out there, took care of business, and that was what was most important to me.
Yeah. County champs, 2-0 in dominant fashion for you guys against Summertown and Loretto.
Yes, sir. It feels amazing. Since I've started on varsity, I've never had that opportunity before. We've lost to Loretto my sophomore year, and then we lost to Summertown last year. So having both of those wins under our belt this year, I feel like it's a big game changer for us. I feel like we have a lot of momentum coming into this next game, and I feel like we have the potential to be one of the best teams.
Got to keep it in your possession as much as you can, allow you to kind of control that clock and keep the score something that you would like to see contained. Against a Lewis County team that's got a lot more speed than we've seen recently. So, yeah, it's just going to, for me, it's just limit the turnovers. If you can keep the ball in your control, then, the game's yours.
All right, now over to Summertown. They're back at home in the new ballpark. Good win last week. Last-second field goal from Bradley Hoffman. Help them beat a very good Wayne County team, but different challenge in Cascade comes tonight.
Yeah, Cascade 2-0 on the year and some big wins. They beat a very good Moore County team last week, 17-10, and opened the season up with a 41-6 victory over what was that, Cheatham County. Yeah. So Summertown's got their work cut out for them this week. But I mean, obviously, I think we kind of maybe underestimated them last week going into that Wayne County game. So, they're perfect at this new field, and, maybe they'll try to continue that into tonight. But they do have a big challenge with Cascade coming in.
And they gotta do what they do best: play defense, limit their own mistakes, and play ball control. And I think that's been the formula that's worked for them.
Yeah, and it looks like that this Cascade team's tried to get up and down the field as much as they can. If Summertown can keep the ball and limit that, it will be close to the end.
Had a chance to visit with the Eagles earlier this week. Here's what they have to say going into week number 3.
Coach, got a good win this past week and broke in the new ballpark in a good way.
All wins are good, and it was a good win. We would like to have played better, but it was a great night for Summertown. Great crowd. Community support was awesome. Everybody excited about the new place. More importantly, somebody said the win was icing on the cake. I said, no, the win was the cake.
Felt great. Loved kicking that game-winning field goal. It was a surreal moment.
Yeah, let's talk about that, man. How special was it? The fate of the team here in their first game here relied on your right foot.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, there was a lot of pressure, but I just had to go back to the fundamentals and get relaxed and then hit it in there.
For you guys, now you get a lot of games here. You got a pretty good homestand coming up here. It started the other night, but it's going to continue on.
Yeah, it's an odd schedule. Don't necessarily like it, don't necessarily love it, but it is what it is. So we're going to embrace it, and we're going to take it on. Cascade this week's a good football team. They're a 3A team who's much improved, have 2 good wins under their belt, so another big test.
Like you mentioned, Cascade, a good team, and traditionally been pretty good, and pretty good team coming in here.
Yeah, no doubt. They've got some history. They've had some good years. They've had some down years, but new coach, I think last year maybe, and seem to have things going in their direction this year. So good test for us. Non-region games, we like playing good people and get you ready for the region, and this is another one that'll be a good test.
Yeah, Cascade is a physical team, and it's going to take a lot of willpower to beat them. Just like Wayne County, we got to come in hard and strong.
It's been a tough schedule to start off with Lawrence County, then Lawrence County, and then Wayne County, and then you get Cascade here, and certainly giving you guys plenty of tests before you go into the region slate.
That's right. Yeah, I know there's a lot of philosophies about scheduling games, and you want crowds and you want local, and there's a lot of pieces to it, but you want good competition too, and we're certainly getting that. And like you said, all leads up to the region play, which starts here in another week or 2, and so we feel like our guys have seen a lot of good football teams, and hopefully we'll be prepared when we start region.
Yeah, I like playing the better teams first, because then we got higher expectations.
What do you want to see out of your team here on Friday night?
Get better. I mean, that's a deal every week. I was just reading an article today for all the old timers that remember Chuck Noll with the Steelers, and only coach in history to win 2 back-to-backs. And one of his Super Bowl speeches was, "Let's go get better and have fun." And really, that's it. You want to see, especially early in the year, you want to see guys getting better. And I thought we made some strides the other night, but we still got a lot of things to clean up. So we want to get better. That's the bottom line.
All right, Mike, keys to the game here for Summertown tonight against Cascade.
Just play their game. I mean, they've done an excellent job controlling the clock all season. Obviously, we kind of saw attrition play.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. is the X Sports Network.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Summertown, Tennessee. We're a little bit late getting started tonight. We've had a lightning and a thunderstorm delay, so we're almost just a little over an hour behind normal game time. But this is Clint Brazier along with Adam Lindsay and Will Pettis. Adam, again, looking at the opposing team, they're bigger than us.
That's pretty much.
How many times we said that?
Do you think that'll be pretty much typical for the year? They're impressive to watch. I think we were talking, before the game a few seconds ago. I think I counted around 48 players, and that's some good-looking kids. A lot of athletes come in at 2-0, I think already. So you're looking at a good football team tonight.
The team we're talking about is Cascade out of War Trace, just on the other side of Shelbyville. Had a big 41-6 win in opening weekend against Cheatham County. And then went to Moore County and got a 17-10 win, who we've all know that Moore County is a good football squad. Cascade is a 3A football team, so they're a division ahead of ours. But, Adam, again, just looks like Summertown's going to have their work cut out for them. But the way we like to run clock, the way we like to ground and pound and kind of be methodical that way, do you kind of think that the weather elements might help us in that case?
I think it helps you if – you can't do what you did last week. You can't turn the football over 2 times in your first 2 possessions and give Wayne County the ball 3 times inside their 40. I don't think you can do that against this team.
Yeah, and that's one thing I said on Exports Live Wednesday. AJ and the guys were asking me about Summertown, and I said, look, you're never going to have to question their effort, and you're never going to have they'll never say they quit. But they've got to clean a lot of things up. I mean, Wayne County, honestly, probably should have been up 21-0 on us in the first quarter.
Well, I was thinking today, if I'm the Wayne County coaching staff from last week, when they're watching that tape, man, they've got to be physically ready to kill somebody.
Yeah, they've had to been sick all week.
But bottom line is, Clint, however you play, no matter what, you cannot turn the football over, and Summertown is going to benefit. Even when they're not scoring or controlling the clock, they've got to play the field position game. They've got to make this team have to go distance. You can't turn the football over on the short fields. Give them short fields. You've got to you just got to play good, clean football and see what happens. And maybe, hey, come fourth quarter, maybe you'll be there. But you make those mistakes. I think some of the mistakes we made last week against Wayne County. Tonight, you may be in a ton of trouble.
Agreed. Summertown coming in here at 1-1. Loss at Lawrence County 35-14, and big win last week on a field goal by Bradley Hoffman to seal that win 16-14 in their first inaugural football game here at the new stadium. We got 4 in a row, Adam. I saw an interview with Dan Winfrey today, and he said, I'm not crazy about this schedule. I don't love our schedule, but it's out of my control. So you're getting 4 in a row, but that means you're going to do a stretch where you're gone.
Well, the issue is, though, too, you're 4-0. You've got Cascade, and then you've got Mount Pleasant come a-calling, and then you've got homecoming, I believe, against Scotts Hill, who
no weak opponents in the first 5 weeks. Summertown is set to return. I don't know if they won the toss or Cascade did and deferred, but either way, Summertown will be receiving the kickoff. Start things off, Summertown in their home blue with their white pants, their white concussion protocol helmet tops, and Cascade in their black pants, white away jerseys, and black helmets with the orange trim. Set to get things off, Gabe Perez Rubio, a senior place kicker and linebacker. Powell's got the kickoff. Coming to our side, trying to get to the 20, cut it back in, but he's wrestled down maybe about the 24, and that's where Summertown will take over and start this contest. Again, if you're just now joining us, this is Clint Brazier, Adam Lindsay, Will Pettis. Got Miss Brazier in the house tonight, boys, so y'all better behave.
Well, if we don't, we may need to ask Coach Winfrey if we can borrow one of those concussion helmets.
I've needed them a few times, to be honest.
Hey, man, I'm probably much smarter right now if I'd have had those over the years.
All right, Summertown coming out. You've got Klinghardt in the backfield. Max Dillard, who had a great game against Wayne County, going to lead this team. He's going to take the snap under center. But I think we've got a little bit of delay. Referee telling them to back up. And I don't really know what this delay is, Adam. You a referee. What's going on here?
Don't ask me, Clint. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to see the official. I believe we might have a clock issue. The clock is actually running. I believe it actually ran, Clint, after that. They're trying to get the clock reset. I see Coach.
It must be Ricky Haddock in there.
Could. But, yeah, they've got it figured out.
All right, we're set to go. Ball is on the 24 to start for Summertown. Dillard under center. Going to hand it to Klinghardt. Going to start out powering forward. Klinghardt going to get a good first down run. Powers all the way down to about the 38.
Well, if you're Summertown, Clint, you're already off to a better start because you actually have possession after the opening kickoff, if you remember what happened last.
Yeah, I said 38, excuse me, 34. They're going to say second down and 2, so we're going to give him a long 8 out of that one. Pettis out left. Reed out, let's see, is that Reed out to the right? No, it's too small to be Reed. We're going to get a false start, looks like, on Summertown.
I believe they're going to signal that against Cascade.
Good deal. Offsides in the neutral
Cascade,
zone.
Yeah.
That's Devin Davis, senior wide receiver on that right side.
Yeah, I just happened to see that far end man away from us, Clint, on Cascade side. He came running in signaling against Cascade, so he must have saw something. We'll take it.
Yeah.
5 free yards.
We'll take a first down however we can get it and a clock run.
Yep. I will tell you, too, if you'd have seen the Cascade crowd about 25 minutes ago, you'd think that was it. I think there was like 9 people there. They're actually kind of really filled in a lot.
Well, folks at home, if you didn't know, everybody around here didn't know what to do. They had to go take shelter in the gym. They had to go sit in their cars. Me and Gretchen been sitting in the car for about an hour. Dillard going to keep that one on the read. He's got some running room outside. Being chased down, pushed out of bounds inside Cascade territory. He'll go out at around the 43-yard line of Cascade. So good read there, good design.
Well, you also know it's a really great job of the fake when 3 Cascade defenders tackled the man who didn't have the football.
No, I agree.
And that's what happened in that situation. Once Dillard got that corner, man, he got out quickly. It's good to see Summertown's traversed in basically, 3 plays?
Yeah, flipped the field. All right, got 2 slot backs for Summertown now. You got Powell and Pugh. Powell going to go in motion. Going to hand it to Klinghardt. Going to bust it back up. Good first down run. Not going to get to first down. Going to get about 7 out of it. It's what you want to see on first down, Adam.
Yeah. It's big that we keep that young man healthy. I know he's kind of been banged up a little bit this year, Clint. I think he's had to come out a few times.
Well, he got banged up pretty good, especially in that second half at Lawrence County where we had a lot of kids cramping up and limping off the field. But, it was kind of carried by committee last week in that big win.
Yeah.
Lawrence County just scored.
Well, Giles County was up 13-0. But Lawrence County has put one in the end zone. So they're going to try to make it interesting in that Cowbell game. Second down and 4. Dillard under center. Pugh going in motion. Now they're going to hand it off to Powell. Powell couldn't get around the edge.
Yeah. He had 4 guys waiting on him right there. Yeah, nowhere for him to go.
You can credit about, as Adam said, about 4 guys, especially number 7, Andrew Dale, senior wide receiver and outside linebacker for Cascade. So now instead of 2nd and 4, you're going to have a 3rd and 5 on that loss of 1. Now, Adam, one good thing we saw last week is Summertown had success throwing the football.
Yeah.
Do you open that up here, or are you're in 2-down territory, right?
I think it's a good call if you do, but right here, if I'm Summertown, I'm looking to get 3 yards at a minimum and forcing 4th and 2 and seeing what happens.
Pugh going to go in motion, going to pitch it out to Pugh, trying to find the edge. He's got a block by Powell. He's got the first down, then some, gets horse collared, stays on his feet, does Pugh, then goes down at around the 11. Boy, that's hard-nosed, tough running by Colton Pugh.
Yeah, I'm really curious. He was grabbed by that horse collar, but, of course, there's some very odd rules with high school football. The hand actually has to be inside of the jersey, and they have to pull you down.
Right.
So I don't think if you actually don't go down, I don't think
they'll
actually
actually
call the horse collar.
It's kind of like interference in softball.
Yep.
You don't get it if you don't keep going
That's
to the base.
Exactly right. But I'm going to tell you, man, you're talking about a kid with some strong lower body to basically get pulled down like that and stay on his feet.
It was a big 3rd and 5 pickup. Now Summertown in the red zone. You got Klinghardt, lone running back. Going to hand it to him. Kanan punching it up the gut, gets inside the 10, down to around the 5.
I don't want to speak too soon. I mean, we're about 5 minutes in this game, but I'm really shocked so far with how they're moving the football.
Well, I'm very shocked at how our O-line is pushing their
Yes.
D-line right now.
Yeah.
Of course, we did that at Lawrence County in the first half,
That's
too.
true. That's true. But
But the thing is,
it's
you
impressive.
eliminate the turnovers.
Yeah.
You know, you got a little room to give. Dillard under center. Pugh going in motion again. Dillard's going to keep that one. Plowing forward, gets stood up into the end zone. Max Dillard, touchdown, Summertown. You know, everything just stopped. We were closer than I thought.
Yeah.
Max just trotted in there, stood up, gets a first touchdown on an opening drive. How you want to start if you're Summertown? It's a big third down conversions there, Adam.
Well, the question, I think, from when we were looking at the size difference was, me and you both asked before the game, can Summertown make some holes against this side? Well, look, it's a great sign for Summertown. You've marched right down the field against this side.
And as we just saw on Will's replay too, Cleanheart's a hell of a runner, but he's even better blocker, I think, because Dillard just ran right behind him.
He is a big guy, and he's tough.
Watch this develop right here. Picks up a big block there by Cleanheart, and then he just walks in. All right, so our player of the game from last week, Mr. Bradley Hoffman, had the game-winning kick and the game-winning interception. He's on to kick the PAT, try to put Summertown up 7-0. Snaps low. Dillard picks it up. And we're going to kick it through, does Hoffman. Summertown leads at 7-0. We'll be back in a few minutes here on the Exports Network.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites, with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food.
Back at it here on the Exports Network. If you're just now joining us, Summertown takes the opening kickoff. Marches about, let's see, what was it? We started on the 24, about 76 yards on a opening drive. Summertown marches all the way down the field running the football, and they'll pound it in the end zone. They lead at 7-0, now having to kick off the dangerous Cascade. I talked to Coach Jason Busby, and he said, here's the thing. They can be very explosive. He said, we can play great and give up 4 big, make a mistake on 4 plays and lose 24 points.
Yeah. And special teams has been an area that has been a concern this year, especially defensively.
Hoffman with a high pooch kick. Going to go out of bounds at around the 25-yard line. So good starting position if you're Summertown. Summertown has a player down. Let's see. Will, can we pan over and maybe see who that number is? But I don't know if he got blindsided or what, but I can't really tell. But we'll take an injury timeout. We'll be back in just a moment, folks.
Nobody makes hauling more affordable than C&D Hauling. Serving southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama, they supply premium materials like asphalt, sand, gravel, and much more for whoever needs it, like contractors, builders, or homeowners. Call today for a free quote.
Here at Fields & Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my 2 uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left.
All right, back at it. Brady Picanzo, for Summertown, sophomore, defensive, offensive lineman. He got up and ran off field on his own accord, so that's a good sign. Now we're working on Cascade. Going to hand it off right tackle. Summertown does a good job. Tupper there on the tackle.
It's not a huge deal either, Clint, but I don't know if you noticed. On the kickoff, Cascade's return guy catches the kickoff, runs backwards out of bounds 2 yards. He doesn't call a fair catch.
Right.
So they actually spot the ball 2 yards behind from where he actually fielded the football.
I thought the same thing.
He did, and they put it at the 25. He caught it at the 27 and ran back out of bounds at the 25.
Sam Bradley looking to pass, got a quick slant. Ooh, if Hoffman was looking at his man, if he could have just turned a little bit left, big miscommunication there. Summertown catches a break, but also lose an opportunity. The good thing is, 3rd and 7. Summertown get off the field, force a punt right here.
This young man at quarterback too, Clint, he has a really good arm. I was watching him with my son in pregame. It's very strong and he's accurate too. So this secondary of Summertown, they better be on their toes tonight because that ball's probably going to be put in there a little bit.
Nate Zimmerman, running back, right beside Sam Bradley in the shotgun. Bradley rolling out to his right, looking, slings it across. That's going to be incomplete. That'll make it 4th down and 7. Good coverage by Pugh. Good coverage by Hoffman.
If you're Summertown, and I say this, and will heaven forbid every time I say something, Clint, I jinx us, but you couldn't have scripted a better start here.
No.
If you just filled this punt right here, you've got a 7-point lead, and you moved the ball well your first possession right down the field. Please don't blame.
Will just said you just jinxed the heck out of us.
I probably have. If we muff this punt, I'm going
to take
I'm going to take the rest of the quarter off. So.
All right, number 9, Gabe Perez Rubio. Senior kicker. He does the kickoffs and the punts, looks like. Low snap, but he picks it up, and he's going to hit a boomer. Powell under it, got it. Should have a block in the back on Summertown, but I think we're going to get away with it. Was Hoffman, as Powell's going to get that across midfield in great starting position. If we see Will's replay, Hoffman got away with a big push in the back.
Well, the one thing that helped Hoffman is he pushed him out. He just reached out and pushed him, but the guy never goes down.
Yeah.
That's probably
it's more you saying he got to go down. That ain't how it works, Adam.
I know, but still, you know. Hey, we've talked about this in softball, Clint. You got to sell that thing now.
That's right. Hoffman made it a great job. But great job on Caleb Powell. Gets that one to around the 42-yard line. So Summertown in great starting position again. 7:03 to go in the first quarter.
A big opportunity here for Summertown. You can go up 14 here. You've got great field position.
Klinghardt back in there. He's your lone running back. Hoffman going to go in motion. Let's see.
No,
Dillard tries to keep it, and it's snuffed out.
He's going to gain maybe
Looks like
a yard.
far side, Mr. Ricky Armstrong, who we all know, going to give maybe a yard. I think that was a generous yard.
Yeah. That was and Summertown's done a great job tonight with some quick hitters, to get through the line. That was extremely slow developing, and that gave those big guys from Cascade just too much time to get to the backfield.
So now you're going to have Powell and Hoffman in your slot receiver spot. Pettis out toward us. Powell goes in motion. Going to pitch it out to Powell. Got an edge to turn. Powell going down the sideline. He's on a foot race. Getting down the sideline. Going to go down at around the 15. I tell you what, Adam. You pounding it the middle just enough that you get somebody with Powell's speed and pitch it out there and he can get a corner turned, you better look out.
Well, and that kid can fly, number one, but there's got to be a missed assignment somewhere because that corner was pretty much – he had that corner way too easy. There was nobody out there when he turned that corner. It's a great job.
Summertown got things moving again. 1st and 10, ball on the 15. Here in their second offensive possession. They got forced a 3 and out for Cascade on their first offensive possession. Trying to capitalize here. Clock has stopped, so Powell must have went out of bounds on that tackle. Dillard under center. Handing it forward to Klinghardt. It's snuffed out. Very, very short gain for Canaan.
Maybe a yard at best, it looks on that one.
I tell you what, that's about 3 handoffs, Adam, that we've had in this series that it looks like Cascade said, no, we're plugging the middle.
Well, they're plugging it up, yeah. And also, too, their size, who knows? I mean, you come in here and you look at the size differential. They might have underestimated Summertown a little bit. I'm pretty sure after that first possession, after that Summertown goes right down the field, they might have gotten a little earful over there. might have got a little motivated. So,
2nd and 9, ball's on the 14. Dillard under center. Schaefer's come in there. Going to hand it on the reverse to Pugh. He cuts it up, and I believe if he'd have kept it out wide, he would have had a little more, and he tried to cut it back in. That's not going to be much there. Maybe a gain of another yard, but that'll make it 3rd and 8.
I don't even think they gave
And
him
Pugh
that
is hurt,
much.
which is not what we want to see.
No. He's limping pretty gingerly.
Yeah. Not what you want to see. One of our fastest kids, one of our best offensive and defensive players, not being able to put any weight on his left foot.
Now, I will say one thing, Clint. If I'm going to throw the football, it would be here. You're,
Mhm.
you're in great field goal range.
And you
Easy
haven't
field
shown
goal
it yet.
range. You haven't shown it yet. Worst case is you don't have nobody to throw that thing
You
away.
do have 2 receivers out at the right, Pettis to the left. Going to hand it to Schaefer on the delay handoff. He's going to get about 5 out of it. So let's see if Summertown wants to go for 3 or take a chance, because if you don't pick it up, Cascade is pinned back. I believe I try to take the 10-0 lead.
I agree. I think if we're looking at 4th and 1, it's something
Yeah.
you can look at, but not here. I thought they might take an opportunity there to try to throw the football.
And here comes Hoffman and the field goal unit. The ball is on the 10.
One thing you got to watch for, Clint, that extra point snap was extremely low. Summertown was fortunate to get that
Yes,
extra
they were.
point.
Diller did a good job at playing baseball on that one and digging that short hop.
You got to make sure you have a good snap here, and that ball's wet, and so is that field.
Snap's good, holds good, kicks up, and it's good. Hoffman does his job, puts Summertown on top 10-0. They can't get in the end zone that time, but they don't not come away with points. How did I want to say that?
Well, you ran the football, and you put points on the board.
That's right.
That's what you got to do.
All right, Summertown leads at 10-0. We'll be back in a minute here on the Exports Network.
When it's time to build a home, remodel, or add on, Hamby Builders is this area's experienced construction company. From site selections to floors, doors, windows, trim, tile, bathrooms, and kitchen, the Hamby Builders.
Back at it here on the Exports Network. Summertown leads at 10-0 with 3:55 to go in the first quarter. Adam, you couldn't have scripted a much better start for Summertown. Now they're going to have to play defense again, and you're wondering, is Cascade getting woke up, or field position, or the wetness? Is the Summertown just come out and kind of hit them in the mouth, and they can't shake it off yet?
Yeah, we're fixing to find out. See what happens here.
High, Poocher. No fair catch call.
Yeah, he waited.
He did.
He waited extremely early, though.
Yeah. Ty Deaton, sophomore wide receiver and defensive back. Going to fair catch that one. So a lot better starting position this time for Cascade. They tried to throw the ball twice the last possession at him with no luck.
I think they abandoned the run extremely quickly. They had 2 runs there that were fairly effective, 3 or 4 yards each time, and then just kind of just abandoned it. So I'm curious to see if they're going to stick with it. They're going to go right back to the air a little bit. But
you've got Bradley as your quarterback, Nate Zimmerman, your running back, kind of in the pistol formation now. Bradley's going to send Zimmerman in motion, going to quick slant out to him. Screen pass. He's got some running room. Good open field tackle there by, I think, Powell.
Yeah, great open field tackle there.
I think that was Schaefer. Excuse me. I think that was Schaefer on that tackle, but that looked like it was going to have big chunks. Only get about 3 out of it, so good job there. Cascade going into the no huddle, staying in that pistol formation. Got 1 long receiver out here toward us. Got 1 receiver on the other side. Slot in motion. Going to hand it off. Nope. Excuse me, the quarterback going to keep that one. That read worked. He ran that read like we did.
I'm
I was
staring
lost.
at this running back the whole time, Clint. I'm not going to lie. I was with you. I thought he had it too.
Sam Bradley can run that read as good as our quarterback.
Yes, he can.
That'll make it 3rd and very manageable. 3rd and 4 for Cascade. Looks like not in any hurry, but not getting any huddle. I wouldn't call this a hurry-up offense, but they're just kind of everybody's getting the signal from the sideline in the same formation. Zimmerman going to take that handoff, run the right side. He's got the first down. Summertown's going to bring him down just shy of midfield. So the first down for Cascade comes with 2:35 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that's big for Cascade to kind of get off the snide, as those things go, get that first down.
Cascade again. They've got a bunch formation here on this side. 3 receivers toward us. Zimmerman right beside Bradley. Bradley handoff to Zimmerman. He's going to plow forward again. Goes off right tackle, stays on his feet. Going to be close to another first down. Will getting on to Jake. Said Jake couldn't hang on to him. I mean, I couldn't. Could you?
I think Cascade's kind of seeing that they do have a size advantage up front. That running back's a tough kid. He's getting north and south quick. I think Summertown's going to see a lot of that.
You know, against our 3-man front, it looks like they're just wedging the outside tackles for Summertown and just getting enough crease to get going.
Yeah.
Punching it forward again is Zimmerman. He's going to have another first down. So kind of moving at will now is Cascade.
I don't think this is necessarily how they really want to play. And I know that quarterback throws it well, but you also got to really go with what's working. And at this point, if you're Cascade, you got to keep running that football until Summertown shows they can stop you.
Same score from Lawrence County. Giles County leads 13-7. I don't see a timestamp on that one, so I can't tell you where it is. Little miscommunication. Fake handoff wasn't there, so Bradley's just going to keep it. He's going to plow forward, get about 15 on that run, get another first down. I think he fully expected to give off that handoff at him, and that didn't happen, so he just took it and ran, peeled off about 15 to 17 yards.
I think that back had carried it, 3 or 4 straight possessions, so that's a great job pulling that. I don't think Summertown was ready for it.
Bradley in the shotgun. Zimmerman beside him still. Zimmerman going to go in motion, come to the left side. Now go back to the right. Now go back to the left. Now go back to the right. Rolling out to the right, just a straight quarterback keeper. Summertown's going to snuff that one out.
Nothing there that time.
Great job there. Kanan Cleanhard, our running back, our linebacker, another Mr. Do-It-All for Summertown.
If these kids from Summertown if some of these kids play college football, when these college coaches see their resume and their positions, they're going to have to call them liars because there's going to be about 5 of them that have 6 different positions written down that they played in high school.
Well, that's probably like your daughter when the college asked her where she plays at everywhere except catcher.
Yeah, that coach didn't believe her. Those coaches didn't believe her either. So, yeah.
Let's see. We're at 4 seconds. Cascade's going to get one more off before we change the quarter. Bradley running the right side, being pursued by Tupper, and then tripped up by Tupper and Reed. He'll go out of bounds. That's how the first quarter will end. We'll be back in a moment here on the Exports Network.
For over 50 years, Southern Tennessee Regional Health System Lawrenceburg has been a cornerstone of care in Lawrence County. From cardiology to orthopedics, general surgery, primary care, and women's health, we offer compassionate expert care close to home. Our ER is now stronger than ever with more providers, chest pain accreditation, and our newest Joint Commission stroke accreditation because every second matters. Generations have trusted us for compassionate care and medical excellence. Faster, trusted, accredited. Emergency care with Hometown Heart.
Nobody makes hauling more affordable than C&D Hauling. Serving southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama, they supply premium materials like asphalt, sand, gravel, and much more for whoever needs it, like contractors, builders, or homeowners. Call today for a free quote.
For over 50 years, Southern Tennessee Regional Health System Lawrenceburg has been a cornerstone of care in Lawrence County. From cardiology to orthopedics, general surgery, primary care, and women's health, we offer
Back at it here on the X Sports Network. During the quarter change, Miss Maddie Gillum, volleyball standout for the Lady Eagles. She kicked a field goal at the quarter change to win her $100. Also, I want to give a big shout out. We know Cascade brought a heck of a football team. They brought a hell of a band.
Yeah,
that sounded like the Pride of the Southland band over there, Adam.
Sound great.
Back to throw. Got the quick slant out to the receiver. He's going to have the first down, plow forward. That was Bradley to number 3, Delonte Clay, junior wide receiver and defensive back. Well, I'll tell you what, Adam, all these playmakers I'm calling out for Cascade, all have junior on their grade.
We go there next year.
As Will said, we go there next year, so that may not be as fun.
May not be a fun trip. But they have some very slippery receivers. I thought they had him pinned in behind the line, man, but he broke a tackle and he was gone for the first down, so. Great job.
Cascade done a really, really good job mixing up their zone read, their handoffs, and their quick slants there. Kind of just moving at will on Summertown. They're going to do this with an empty backfield, I think, as Adam just said. I couldn't get on the same page. Now, referee's trying to stop the whistle. I don't know if play clock ever stopped or started.
Not sure.
But now I think we're going to resume. 3 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left, which is Clay, who just had that first down. Zimmerman going to back up and stand beside his quarterback in the backfield. Bradley in the shotgun. Got Summertown spread out now. Going to hand it off to Zimmerman. Powell, had a tackle in the backfield but couldn't wrap him up, but then does hold him up enough for Eli Schaefer to come in there and bring him down for a tackle for a loss. So finally, Adam, a play that went negative.
Well, and that's what stringing it out means. I mean, you didn't exactly make the tackle, but you forced him to have to turn. That's what you got to do. Give your teammates time to get there. That's a great job.
Still not getting any hurried. They're not still in the no huddle, but everybody's just getting their play from the sideline. Got the bunch set over here to this side. Got 2 receivers out to the light, so they're really spread out. No running backs in the backfield. Low snap, but he digs it out. Then fires it across. That pass incomplete, trying to hit Clay again. That'll make it 3rd and 12.
Looks like he had 2 guys over there on out patterns, Clint, and missed them both.
Definitely had numbers because they had 5 receivers spread out that time, Adam.
This is a big play right here. You got a chance to get off the field here and hopefully hold them to a field goal attempt.
You got to think if they get at least 8 out of this, they got to be going.
You would think. I'm going to say you're just going to see this.
Low snap. Summertown pursuing. The pass is complete, but Summertown's going to, Summertown can't ever bring him down. The referee will say he goes out of bounds. And it's not going to be enough for a first down.
Right at the 5, Clint, I believe. Right at the 5, maybe 6.
I think it's definitely enough to go for it.
Yeah. Officials calling a timeout.
Oh, well, Summertown has a player there. I didn't see Will's camera.
He's actually off the field over there, Clint. We can hardly see him over the student section. But
let's see. That's Tupper, and that's big. That's a huge middle linebacker we don't need out. But we'll take this injury timeout with him here on the X Sports Network.
school equals back to big savings at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Score 0% financing on select models and up to $15,000 off MSRP on new 1500 trucks. Over 150 used vehicles, all priced to move and below market value. Need service? Our expert team is ready, and we've got loaner vehicles to keep you moving while we work.
Well, we thought we were ready to come back, but Andrew Tupper has not gotten up yet. So looked like we were going to resume play, but we're not. But Adam couldn't see what happened. Everything was kind of flashing toward that sideline. Had a couple of missed tackles by Summertown. Let's see Will's replay here. Here comes Tupper in there at the end. Kind of stumbles forward and
looks
kind of lands a little awkwardly.
Yeah.
He is up. So maybe I guess Summertown's going back out on the field. It's fourth down and 3 to go. So Adam, what this delay's done, it's gave Cascade time to think about what they want to do. And they don't even have their quarterback out there, Adam. I think this is going to be a wildcat formation, and they're going to try to plow forward for about 3. You've got Zimmerman going to be taking the snap.
They might be trying to draw them off here, Clint. 5 yards will get them a first down. We'll see.
Nope, Zimmerman's going to keep it. Going to push forward. I think he's going to have the first down.
Man, he's going to be close. I don't know, Clint.
Summertown players saying no. Referee, Cascade players saying yes. We haven't saw a measure all year, so we'll see.
The 2.5 is roughly what he would need to reach, being 4th and 3 from the way it looks.
Nope, they're bringing out the chain gang, so we'll see.
Yeah, they're right there at it. I love the play call. If you're Summertown, you've got to respect the pass in that situation. But it's good aggressive play call for Cascade. He got a good late push. That might have been enough to get it for him, but we'll see.
And give a big shout out. Look at there holding that back chain, fellas. I didn't know he could move that fast out there. Or could count to 10.
I think they're going to be, are they short?
They're going to get, Summertown players saying it was short. And referee saying no, it wasn't. So I don't know. Summertown players were looking at the stretch out. Will, can I see your replay and see if they had some beef there?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, if any part of that ball is touching any part of that pole.
So now Cascade's got some work, got a little bit easier task. Need 3 yards for the touchdown. They've got a fresh set of downs to do it. Folks, I was giving Timmy Kinnick a shout-out on that one. Zimmerman going to take the direct snap out of the Wildcat, going to plow forward. Looks like a good spot on the far side. Going to put them down on the 1 yard line. I guarantee Timmy was trying his best. I guarantee you he was stretching that thing backwards. Same Wildcat formation with Zimmerman, just going to take it, plow over the top, into the end zone for a touchdown. Cascade with 10:19 to go here in the first half. Cascade gets on the scoreboard. Well, we weren't expecting the shutout, were we, Adam?
We were not. Cascade made some really good adjustments. They did the majority of their damage there on the ground. Had a few screen passes that picked them up some yards, but that was pretty much on the ground. That's a good job. That's a good response from Cascade.
That will bring on kicker Gabe Perez Rubio. Place kicker and punter. Excuse me. I was going to say, I think that's just a fake out. We're going to kick this ball. I think they're going to see if they could just catch Summertown slipping. Snap's good, holds good, kick is up, and it's good. 10-7 is your score. Summertown leads. 10:19 to go here in the first half. We'll be back in a moment here on the Exports Network.
Good Works at Home, formerly known as the Summit at Home, is a licensed non-skilled agency dedicated to helping you maintain your independence at home for as long as possible. Our compassionate and caring staff provide support in various areas, including dressing, bathing, personal hygiene, transportation, cleaning, and companionship. Please call our office about services, payment options, and long-term care policies at 931-762-2310. We look forward to assisting you with keeping your independence longer.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Carriers has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend.
Back at it from Summertown, Tennessee, where Summertown leads Cascade 10-7. 10-19 to go here in the first half. If you're just now joining us, this is Clint Brazier along with Adam Lindsay and Will Pettis, our technical man extraordinaire. Summertown scored on their first two possessions. Got a 3-and-out, forced Cascade to go 3-and-out, but Cascade did move the football this second possession, punched it in the end zone. So Summertown receiving a kickoff now. Rez going to boom that one. Powell catches that at around the 5. Powell trying to get around an edge. Gets by one, gets by another. Powell going down the sideline. Tries to get a block. Powell going to turn something out of nothing. Gets down to around the 40. I tell you what, if you were playing tag football in an elevator, he'd win.
Very good analogy. Big possession here for Summertown. Cascade, well, the clock is actually running. It was still running while we were just talking, Clint, so I don't know if anybody saw that.
Oh, gosh darn it, we got a hold against Summertown, so this is going way back. So scratch that. Let's see. I think they're going to attack. And I couldn't see where the flag was thrown. Well, Mr. Armstrong threw it, and I think he's going to throw it against Peyton Powell right there on that edge on this side. I think it was right there. Just grab the arm a little bit. So now instead of great field position, Summertown's going to have to start from their own 15. And as you said, Adam, we need an answer.
Well, Cascade's going to get this football, start the second half. You do not want to go 3-and-out, give them the football. They moved it well last time. And then they're going to get it at the second half as well. So
Dillard going to keep that one. Push forward. Good first down run out of it. Mack's going to get about 5 on that carry. I'll tell you what. You hear them playing that Fox theme over there?
I feel like I'm playing Madden a few years
kidding.
ago. You know, that's really good. Good job by Dillard.
Yeah, and they brought a ton. They got a big band and brought every one of them.
Yeah.
Now, why is their band playing all right?
Our band went home.
Okay, band. We're going to have a little talk here.
Hey, the weather's rough tonight, Clint.
Well, it ain't for their band. They got a lot farther to go, too. Powell with a pitch out in motion. Trying to pick up a block, and he does. Good piece of running by Powell. Gets across the 35. Another first down for Summertown. I tell you, Adam, we're doing a really good job attacking the middle and then pitching the outside, trying to keep Cascade off balance.
Well, we've struggled when we've tried to just continually pound the ball inside with their size. You've got to mix it up, like you just said, Clint. That's a great job, and that man gets around the corner quickly.
You know, at some point, you got to be thinking that we'll play action bomb, because it's been there in 2 games. Now, it wasn't caught the last one, but it was in the first one.
Yeah. And
both of them would have led to touchdowns. I think you've got Pettis in that setup for it, too. Hoffman, nope, going to hand this one to Cleanhard. Kanan push forward, get to around the 40. Good first down run there. Gets about half of it.
Well, and if you're Summertown, I think it's a great play call, Clint, if you want to call it. But I think they'd really like to call it maybe in that 2nd and 3.
Yeah.
2nd and 2, get a good first round
and maybe
run
in the second half tonight.
Maybe, yeah.
Because you are having success, and like we know, Adam, you know, the part of our game plan is the clock.
100%.
And so if we weren't to score right here, we want that clock moving to give Cascade a little bit less time.
Yeah.
Now watch we said that. Watch here it comes. Stack formation for Summertown. Going to hand it to Klinghardt. Gets the first down and then some, almost to midfield. That's a great job. I got to give a shout out there. Number 64, Isaiah Brannon, senior offensive lineman. He just pushed that pile, and Klinghardt ran right behind him.
Yeah. You've gotten Klinghardt right up the gut here twice. I'm wondering if you're looking at Dillard to pull this one. Because I'm going to tell you, that young man, you're going to have help getting him down, as he just carried about 3 guys, probably 3 or 4 yards right there.
Well, this also may see where you see Hoffman or Powell on a pitch out, try to sweep the edge. Dillard. Hoffman goes in motion. Here comes Powell coming around the edge. Gets about 8 out of it. Good first down run. Summertown continuing to do a good job of mixing up their play calling. And I tell you, Adam, we don't do it enough, but you got to give a lot of credit to our offensive line this first half.
They've done a really good job, just solid. Well, and they've limited the penalties. I mean, you did have a hold on the return a while ago, and I think we did have I believe, I don't know, do we have anything on the line so far this game, penalty-wise? No false start.
Well, thanks. You just watch this. Watch this.
I got faith in them.
Going to hand off forward. Let's see. That's Schaefer who's got in there. You notice he got 2 hands on that one.
Yeah.
That killed him last week when he had that fumble in the red zone.
Summertown's play selection has been really, really impressive this first half. Man, they're just keeping Cascade just enough off balance. It's just hard to commit to anything inside when you've got the speed that Summertown's been using to get around the corners on them. So, great job by that coaching staff so far this game.
We're under 7 minutes to go. Summertown's almost taking 4 minutes off the clock on this drive. Got 2 wide receivers out to the right. Piling forward is Klinghardt.
I believe that was Schaefer.
Or that's Schaefer still in there. I saw the 2,
yeah.
But it's 1-2, not 3-2.
I'm going to tell you, man, when Schaefer gets that handoff, he's going full speed already. I mean, he was 2 to 3 yards deep before he ever made contact with anybody. He's a tough kid.
Ball at the 34, so Summertown has definitely flipped the field. They started at their own 15. Yeah. Powell going to come back in. Hoffman going to come off, give him a break.
Will
shut up,
no turnover, so
Powell going to go in motion. They're going to hand it to Schaefer. Kind of runs into his own man in the backfield, but he's going to plow forward and get something positive out of it. I don't think he's going to have the first down according to the spot. Yep, never mind. Referee saying move it.
They're bringing him on.
We'll take it.
I think at this point, Clint, I think that pass we were talking about, the way I'm moving the football.
No. We're not taking that chance.
I'm wanting to punch this thing in and hopefully do it with under a minute left.
Mm-hmm.
And give Cascade virtually no time. They're going to get that football at the start of the second half anyway.
Powell in motion. Plow it forward again. That's Schaefer still in there, getting stood up and backed up. Still going to get a positive run out of it on first down. Looks like Klinghart's got his breath. He's ready to come back in on the next play. 2nd down and 7. 5-10 and ticking here in this first half. And another good sign, as Will just pointed out, Andrew Tupper does have his helmet on walking around, so hopefully he just got a stinger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not really limping much either. He seems like he's walking pretty good on it, so that is good.
Stack formation in the backfield for Summertown. Klinghardt.
That's Schaefer again.
That's Schaefer still.
Yeah.
Schaefer.
He is getting
he gets stronger as he goes.
Well, the only reason I'm knowing, Clint, is he's getting through the line so quick. When I look up, all I see is 1-2 on the back of his jersey. I mean, he's just blasting through the line. We have a timeout, Cascade.
Going to get a timeout, Cascade. I think they need to catch their breaths. We'll catch ours with them here on the Exports Network.
The storm doesn't ask. It takes. it tests. It pushes everything to its limit. Some things are built different. Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories,
Back here on the X Sports Network. Summertown driving, 4:35 to go. Cascade had to call a timeout, try to catch their breath and regroup here. But, Adam, it's just been handoff by committee and chunk after chunk.
Yeah.
Got Pugh going in motion. Going to hand it to Klinghardt, who is back in there, and he's going to peel off about 8 more.
Well,
good first down run.
And I'm going to tell you, I think, like you said, they needed to catch their breath, number one. But also, too, it was a good opportunity to stop that clock for them because – the way it's going, they're not going to have a ton of time left if Summertown keeps traversing into this end zone.
We're at 4 minutes. Summertown has used 6 minutes already on this drive, Adam, which is what you wanted to do.
Exactly.
Score or not score, you wanted to get time off. That same stack formation with Pugh and Powell behind Klinghardt. Dillard going to keep that one. He is going to get some positive out of it. He's going to get some forward progress, and I don't know if it's enough for the first. We'll kind of see what
so. They're going to give
Never
it to
mind.
him.
No, I'm not going to say it anymore.
Well, they marked him at the 5 on the dot, and I think that's what he needed. So
Max kind of hitting himself. I think he's saying he probably should have handed that off, but I don't know. I ain't got no headset talking to coaches either. It did just look a little. It just looked a little off pace.
Okay.
All right, first and goal on the 5. 3:33 to go here in this first half. Summertown's not worried about clock now. They're worried about getting 5 yards. Klinghardt going to plow forward, goes up and over a defender. Going to be short, but right at the goal line.
He's
hurt. That looked like one of those where he got a helmet in that gut, Adam, and he may have the wind knocked out of him, Kanan.
He's trying to walk it off, though. Yeah. They're going to mark that right at the 1 or maybe just inside
I think it's a half yard.
Yeah, right at the 1. That's where they gave him, I think.
Yeah, let's don't overcoach this one.
Yeah, right at the 1.
We're under 3 minutes to go. Here comes Dillard. Got 13 on the play clock, so you got to get in a little bit of a hurry. Because you sure don't want to go backwards here, Adam. No penalties. We're playing this one. I don't know if Summertown don't need to call a timeout. We've only got 1 on the play clock. I think Coach Dan Winfrey's going to get it before we can.
That's a good job.
So got the play clock down. That diverted disaster. We'll take the timeout with them here on the X Sports Network.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production.
Summertown on the 1 yard line, trying to get in with 2:41 to go here in this first half. They've had a great drive together. Like to cap it off here with a 1 yard touchdown. Plowing forward is Klinghardt, diving in the end zone. Touchdown, Summertown, on a great drive that started with 10:19 to go here in the first half. Like almost 8 minutes off the clock, Adam. Keep the clock running, pounding in the end zone. Got a 2-touchdown lead now. Of course, you are going to have to stop Cascade with 2:38, and they get the ball coming out of halftime, but that's the answer Summertown needed.
Well, they pretty much absorbed basically the whole second quarter with football, honestly. And that's what Summertown has to do to be effective. It was a great job. But the main thing is they protected the football. No fumbles, no penalties.
I said a 2-touchdown lead, 10-point lead. If Hoffman can pound this one through, and he does, and it's on top of the building, as only Bradley Hoffman can do. Summertown leads at 17-7. We'll be back in a minute here on the Exports Network.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee.
The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years.
And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals are dedicated to providing allergy care and treatment, such as drops and shots, to fit your exact needs. Their expert services are for anyone ages 2 and older. Whether you struggle with environmental or food allergies, they've got you covered. Discover a better you at Tennessee Valley Allergy Services, located right next to the Zaxby's in Lawrenceburg. Book
Back here on the Exports Network, Summertown with a 17-7 lead, 2:38 to go here in the first half. Needing to get a stop because we don't want to give up a Cascade score here, Adam, because they get the ball coming out of halftime as well. But I can't praise Summertown enough for how great that last drive was.
Yeah, 100%. Just marched right down the field, and like you said, Clinton sucked, I believe, over 8 minutes, close to it off the clock in the process.
Here's Hoffman. Hit another high pooch kick. They're going to be able to get a return out of that one. That's Clay, the receiver. Going to get a good run, get a good return out of it. Get down to the 40.
If you're Cascade.
Tupper, who's back in the game, was on that tackle, and he's going to stay out there for defense. So that's great to see if you're an Eagle fan.
If you're Cascade here, you're in good shape. You've got 2:32 left. You got a good group of wide receivers and a quarterback with a great arm. You've also still got your 2 timeouts. You can do a lot of things running and mixing things up. You don't have to abandon anything right here yet.
Ellen, we know they can throw the ball.
Yep.
Here's Bradley in the shotgun. Got Zimmerman right beside him. Back to throw is Bradley. Fires that one across. Got a receiver there. Good tackle. Keeps him in bounds. Great job by Hoffman. Let's see. That was, I think that was, couldn't see a number on that far side who caught that pass, but.
The key thing you said in that sentence, Clint, inbounds.
Yep.
That clock is fixing to be under 2 minutes already.
Bradley, shotgun, now in the pistol formation. Zimmerman right behind him, looking back to throw. Rolling right, looking for the dump pass. Going to get it is Clay. Going to step out of bounds, short of the first down. But that's just a good job by Bradley keeping something going.
Yeah, that was a great job of just keeping that play alive.
Clock will stop. Clock's going to start back. Now I think referee's going to.
Yeah, they're going to have to change that.
Going to have to back that clock up a little bit because it should never started. Don't know if we've got that communicated yet because they haven't changed it. All right, they have put 7 seconds back on the clock. 1:51. Cascade driving. 3rd and 2, ball on the 48. I'm going to hand it to Zimmerman. They can run out of it. Zimmerman's going to have the first down. That'll stop the clock on the resetting of the change and then start it right back. Also, Cascade does have 2 timeouts in their pocket they can use if they need to. Plenty of time if you're Cascade. Ball at midfield. In the pistol formation. That's Bradley. Zimmerman right behind him. 2 receivers out to the right. Looking back to throw is Bradley. Fires along the sideline, and it's dropped. It's trying to hit Braxton Burris. That's who I couldn't see the number on that first completion of this drive. Braxton Burris, junior receiver. Another junior at him.
Yeah. If you're Summertown, too, 3 passes here. They've all been to the sidelines to try to get out of bounds. You've got to think there's going to be a pump fake here and send somebody deep. If you're Summertown, you got to play honest here.
Bradley with Zimmer right behind him. Looking back to throw. Airs it out. Good pass, good catch there by Clay. Summertown is going to tackle him. Now, whoever that is down for Summertown needs to get up. That's Jake Pettis. I'm going to call him out. You can't be hurt right now, Jake. We don't need no injury stopping the clock. Jake on that tackle there. Just one-on-one coverage.
The official's starting to wave the clock, and it still hasn't started.
Summertown going to wrestle down Zimmerman there. He's going to get 5 out of it. Yeah, I think Jake just kind of got, I think he may have got kicked in the head by Clay, bringing him down. Jake might be a little woozy. 111. Bradley in the shotgun. Looking back to throw. Looking for Clay. Oh, I thought Summertown had an interception. They couldn't get there quick enough. Going to be another first down for Cascade. Tell you what, Adam, we're pretty good at spying because I've seen us do it. Somebody besides Clay's catching this next one if I'm Summertown. Because he's fixing to have 2 on him.
Well, there hasn't even been one ball thrown to this side of the field. I mean, you
I believe if I'm Jake or if I'm Powell over there on that side, I'm going to snuff that out because the way they're throwing that slant to that side, somebody can read that. That's a pick 6.
Well, and they're ripping off 7 and 8 yards when they're making those completions, and you've got to feel good where they're at because they've still got their 1 time out now, I believe.
I do want to give some shout-outs on Facebook. Stephen Sears says, that's big boy ball. Let's go. I'm going to give a shout-out to Wendy and Marshall Graham. Says they're watching from Mississippi. Josh Rick Sims says, heck yeah. I'll give a shout out to Coach Jeremy Jean, Mr. Roger Bivens, Coach, Mr. Jerome Gaines says he's watching. Thank you for tuning in.
Do you think someone would watch from Mississippi strictly just for the commentators?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I mean, that's like listening to Madden and Summerall here.
Which one am I?
I don't know.
I'll be Pat. I'll take Summerall. He was a good one.
All right, we're under a minute. Summertown needing to stop, needing to get to halftime. Ball's on the 24. Cascade hadn't had any trouble getting this far. Low snap. Bradley's going to pick it up. Looking across the middle. Summertown going to bat it down. Powell jumps in front of that one. Knocks it down. Going to be incomplete pass. Stop the clock. They're going to say, was there not 59 seconds on that clock when that play started?
Yes.
You're telling me that only took 1 second?
Yes, there's a few times I've been kind of curious about the clock.
All right. So we're having some clock issues, which is not what you want for your home team. I think Coach Dan Winfrey noticed what we're noticing.
Well, and your clock is being run by the officials, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's a guy with the clicker on the side right over here.
The clock is usually, I would say it's being run off remote. In high school, you have to have an official running the clock.
I think it's just going to take about 3 more seconds. 5. Well, all right, now we go. We got some extra seconds. I got 4 extra seconds on there. So now I think we're set to go. That was an incomplete pass, so it should be 2nd down and 10. Scoreboard's not correct just yet. Now we'll get it. Bradley in the shotgun. Zimmerman to his left. Got 2 receivers out to the right, 2 to the left. You got to be expecting Delonte Clay to be a target. Back to throw. He is looking right this time. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Is Bradley. Summertown going to bring him down inbound, so Cascade will probably have to use their last time out if they don't get on this and clock it. But I don't know that you want to
I don't
clock
think
it
you
3rd
can
and
clock
5.
it. No, you need to get a play in quickly or use that timeout, one of the two. But you're fixing to be inside of 30 seconds.
All right, Bradley in the shotgun. They've got to play. He's rolling to his left, looking to throw, looking. Summertown trying to get off a block.
They're going to get him.
And they'll wrap him up. Big Austin Reed. It's my Mike Keith impression. Sack!
Well, look, hey, that linebacker on that side over there for Summertown, they thought he was going to commit to the quarterback. He never left that receiver and stayed in front. They just didn't have anybody to throw the football to.
We do have a flag on the play. You would got to think this has got to be a holding, wouldn't you, Adam?
Well, the worst. If it's after that play, I mean, I don't know. It could be some type of unsportsmanlike. It could be. It could be a face mask. We don't know. We'll see.
If we did,
our white hat's coming right here. We're going to know shortly. He's looking to move backwards. The umpire is facing backwards, like he's looking to walk back. So it is against Cascade.
So it is on Cascade. Is Summertown going to accept this penalty and make it 3rd down again?
Well, it depends on the situation because it could have been after the play. That's what I'm wondering. If it was after the play, then technically it's going to be 4th down no matter what. Illegal formation. So, yeah, your question is, do you want to – you can take the result, which is going to be about 4th and 10, roughly. Or you're going to take it.
Well, you're absolutely making it 4th down.
And I believe we just have a flag thrown on the coach, unsportsmanlike against Cascade.
Now, we will take that one.
Yes. I don't know if that was on a coach or a player, but I'm led to believe it's on a coach because he's out there and he's having to be held back right now by his players. So, looks like you have an unsportsmanlike on the coach for Cascade, which should be, I believe, is that 15?
That's got to be 15.
So that's going to back him up even more. Should be around the 40.
All right, my thing is it 4th and 25 or is it 3rd? Because we should have declined that one, then got to – if what I'm thinking happened, it happened.
You were at 4th and 10.
We declined the first.
You were 4th and 10.
Yeah.
You have the penalty. They declined, so you're
it
still
should,
at 4th and 10.
But it should be 4th and 25,
that's
not
correct.
3rd, right?
That's correct.
All right, we're going to get a timeout by Cascade.
And that's what they've got on the sticks, too, so that should be right.
That's Cascade's last time out. They need 25 yards for a 1st down. They've only got 19 seconds to work.
If you're Summertown here, Clint, you've got to, and I'm not necessarily always a fan, but you've got to be in that prevent type mode here. You could very well anticipate just a ball into the end zone. They've got to get 25 yards, so they're going to have to get this ball down to the 15-yard line just for a 1st down. I think you give up and kind of back off here and protect. And when they catch it short, go make a tackle. But you cannot let anything get over your head here. I don't care what happens. You cannot let a receiver get by you and get over the head of your defense here.
All right, so we're going to get to see Bradley air it out. They've got to at least have 25. Of course, if you're Cascade, you're not really worried about Summertown getting the ball back with only 19 seconds to work.
And if you're Summertown, you have got to bat this ball down. If it is something into the end zone, you've got to bat it down.
Bradley back, looking. Summertown causes pressure. Now Bradley's going to tuck it and run.
That's fine. That's what
Summertown
you want
with a good open field tackle. Then going to be gang tackled by Summertown.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand if you think you're going to run 25 yards against the prevent defense.
Well, it broke down, but he did have time to maybe throw one toward the end zone. Adam, another flag. There was some pushing going on by Cascade. I know they pushed a Summertown player off, but I don't know what this flag or this penalty is for. So we'll just have to wait and see. Cascade, very emotional right now, Adam.
Well,
I think they're a little shocked.
It's been a tough first half for them in general. That will be against Cascade. They're marking that off. If you're Summertown here, you're going to take a knee and you're going to take this 10-point lead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going against big number 53. River Sims. senior offensive defensive lineman just couldn't hold in the frustration.
Now the question is here, Clint, do you want to throw a pass here? Do you want to try something and try to you've got a timeout.
I don't know. You just got a great drive and you just got a great stop.
I think I think they're gonna end the half here.
Hey, if you going into the shotgun, here's Schaefer looking. Oh, he better do something with it.
Go down, my friend.
Get on the ground, Max. And he does.
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't know what we were thinking.
But that's.
But we're going to take this one to halftime. Summertown leads it 17-7. We'll be back in a moment here on the Exports Network.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you as an employee a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. we strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
Let me tell you about a place that has it all for your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house, and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right. Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com. Evers Construction Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 931-762-4263. Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasures.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down, or their 24/7 availability. You can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAuto.com.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
A moment in real estate with my dad, Jeff Hood.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time, and nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg is your go-to stop to complete your home, business, a combination of both, or really anything you can think of. With one of the region's biggest selection of bedroom furniture, name brand mattresses, recliners, living room and dining room suites, accents for the home or office, quality name brand appliances, and did I mention Swap and Shop services what they sell? This is family owned and operated business at its best. And the best part is, they'll treat you like family too.
We got bedroom suites, mattresses, dining room suites, appliances, outdoor equipment, mowers, and more. See us at Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Efficiency, reliability, accuracy. Move forward with your real estate sale or purchase with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County, the most experienced closing team around. Working with clients locally and throughout the state, we offer a wide range of services, including the expertise of an on-staff attorney, backed by our more than 49 years experience in titles and closings. We get the job done on time at a fair price and ensure every last detail is correct. Our goal is to give you peace of mind. When you work with us, you work with people who live where you do. We understand the importance of the real estate community and strive to build strong relationships with all parties involved in the process. Whether you're buying a home, selling a business, acquiring land, or anything in between, you're in good hands with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County.
Put the most experienced closing team on your side. Contact Title and Escrow of Lawrence County today.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service. Why should you bank with Employee Resources Credit Union? We offer a wealth of services, including mobile banking, video banking, bill pay, and more. We also offer loan rates that are lower than those of our competitors. Employee Resources Credit Union has been a financial pillar since 1964, providing long-time support to members of the community. Join us and become part of the ERCU commitment, not for profit, for service.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real in Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle Hammock, General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, your Chevy GMC dealer in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I'm from Marshall County, Tennessee, where I went to Cornersville High School. I attended Cumberland University. After Cumberland, I went into the United States Marine Corps to serve the country. After that, I went right back into the car business. I'm very familiar with the car business. I have been around the car business pretty much my entire life. And my commitment to you is to ensure the most competitive new and used vehicle pricing on the market, as well as the best service around.
Back at it here at the X Sports Network. Got some drone footage going on showing our student section, and you know, I think we're all here in unison. Listen, Cascade band just put on a halftime performance, and it's the best I've seen since a Big Gold Machine in the 90s.
Yeah, they're really good.
I mean, they did it. I mean, they got a ovation from the Summertown crowd, louder than I think we've heard in a ball game. But if you're just now joining us, we're getting ready for second half action. Summertown leads Cascade 17-7. Adam, Summertown has scored points every possession they've had. They've got 2 touchdowns and a field goal out of it. Now, Cascade, they ended up kind of biting themselves in the foot there, kicking themselves in the foot there at the end of that first half with some unsportsmanlike penalties, but they were moving the football the last 2 times they've had it. So if you're Summertown, I think as long as you just keep some offensive going, it really doesn't matter what Cascade does offensively.
Well, and if you're Cascade, getting points of some type on the board this possession is crucial. The way Summertown's been controlling the clock, I think they only had like 3 legitimate possessions that first half, Clint. You don't get points here, and you allow Summertown to suck the clock some more and heaven forbid, get into the end zone, you're staring at a mountain that's going to be tough to overcome. So Cascade, this might be their biggest possession of the entire game. I'm curious to see what adjustments they make, too.
I think Cascade's really, if nothing else, got to kind of cool their jets a little bit. It was very emotional at the end, so maybe they've kind of calmed down and getting ready to go to work.
I think these return guys for Cascade are dangerous, Clint, too.
Give a shout out to Miss Rachel Stagg says, faithfully watching and listening to my favorite brother-in-law. How many brother-in-laws she got?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm the only one.
Okay.
I think.
High pooch kick, but no fair catch called. But Cascade will start at it close to the 45, so great starting field position for Cascade.
While we got a second, Clint, I told my daughter I'd do it. Shout out to the Etheridge Church of Christ ladies group who is watching from Gatlinburg tonight. So I promised them I'd do that. And I want to thank Etheridge Church of Christ for giving me a break from the 2 ladies in my life. And I'm looking forward to a bachelor weekend, all by myself. I don't know what trouble I'm going to get
Gretchen
into.
may need to start going to Etheridge.
Hey, that'd be great.
All right. In the shotgun formation is Sam Bradley. Going to fake the handoff to Zimmerman, then quick slant across the middle. That's complete to Braxton Burris, but a short gain. Max Dillard, our quarterback, out there on that tackle.
He's kind of shake off his right leg a little bit. Looks like he's checking it now.
Same formation, 1 receiver to the left, that's Clay. Low snap again, but they're going to snuff it out and hand it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's going to plow forward. They're going to be short of the first down.
They're actually going to stop forward progress. You're right, though, Will. They did push him across, but they stopped forward progress. He's going to be right at a yard and a half, maybe a yard short.
Close to 2.
Yeah. There's been a couple low snaps tonight for Cascade. That quarterback's done a great job, trying to.
I wonder if he's a baseball player, too. He looks like a middle infielder.
Yeah.
Way he's digging those out on those short hops. Bradley handing it off. Summertown's going to have it stopped. Well, I don't know. That last plunge may have got him enough to get the spot, and I would say this close, they'll go ahead and move the sticks, and they will.
Yeah. Yeah, that, like you said, Clint, that was a great job there. Just a good lunge right there at the last second. They had him stop, but he kept churning those legs.
Yeah, it was a great second effort there by Zimmerman. Adam, if you're Summertown, I think if you are going to give up, just do it like this and make them run chunks of clock.
Well, and I don't think we've had a turnover this game, Clint. I mean,
why would you say that?
Well, hey, I'm hoping that I'll jinx Cascade.
Okay.
That's what you got to understand. They have the football.
You mean
now.
force a turnover?
Yes, we have. Nobody's had a turnover for either team this game. So
Zimmerman got it again. Stood up the line of scrimmage by a host of Summertown Eagles. They're going to give him forward progress, about a 1-yard gain.
Well, you kind of assumed that Cascade would kind of want to up the tempo. I wasn't really expecting. They've really kind of slowed things down a little and pretty much kept it on the ground other than that short pass a few plays ago on first down.
All right, got a bunch formation receivers to the left, none to the right. You got Zimmerman to the right of his quarterback. Looking back to throw, slings it across, complete. That's Corey Gooch. Going to be a good first down catch and run. Going to get all the way down to the 25.
That ball was a little bit behind him, Clint. He did a great job reaching back. And not only that, once he got the ball in his possession, man, he turned up the field quickly.
Yeah, he got through about 5 Summertown players trying to bring him down.
Yeah.
So 9:27 to go here in the third. Summertown trying to get off the field on defense, hopefully with a stop. But Cascade is moving. Bradley in the shotgun. Zimmerman right beside him. Going to hand it to Zimmerman, running off left tackle. Cuts it back in. Got some running room, got another first down. And I tell you what, Zimmerman's bringing a lot of Summertown defenders with him.
Yeah,
Tupper and Pettis there on that tackle.
He got around that corner quickly and got upfield.
Playing a little bit of urgency now, aren't they, Adam? Looks
They
like kind of hitting on all 8 cylinders. Here's Bradley. Going to hand it back to Zimmerman. He's going to be stood up. We've also got a flag coming in here late. That worries me. That may be a face mask.
I'm curious as the same thing. I think he signaled a hold.
Well, yeah, or get a hold on Cascade.
Well, it just seemed awful late into that play, Clint.
Yeah.
To be throwing that. But I'm sure the official saw what he saw. But I'm like you. I would assumed in that tackle.
Well, usually you see them fly out when the guy's going down on the ground. That's what it is. But
yeah. But we'll take it. That will make it 1st and 20 now. This may be the break you need if you're Summertown. Back them up 10 here, make it 1st and 20.
All right. Bradley. It's a call from the sideline. Got a bunch formation, does Cascade. Got a fullback and a running back. Now back to throw in the play action. Passes low.
Complete.
Trying to hit Burris there on a quick slant. A little too low. Going to be an incomplete pass. Make it 2nd down and 20. Clock will stop at 8:24 to go here in the third. An update from Lawrence County. They're having a shootout. Lawrence County scored to tie it up at 21, but as soon as Giles County got the ball back, they took another 7-point lead. They lead at 28-21. Did hear that Loretta got blown out by Lewis County. Back to throw. He's got Clay here on this right edge. He's made one man miss, made another man miss, and he's going to dance into the end zone. Summertown had him stopped and missed 3 tackles, and that's going to lead to a Cascade touchdown with 8:16 to go here in the third.
That's just way too easy.
Yeah, watch this replay here. Summertown totally fell out. Let's see, Schaefer, 1. And, well, I guess it was just Schaefer, and then he put that foot in the ground and made a heck of a pivot.
Yeah. It's just tough to give up any time, but it's really tough on 2nd and 20. Give up that play.
But that's okay. Like we said, we weren't planning on shutting them out in the first half. We weren't planning on in the second half. Good news is Summertown will get the ball back. Extra point is up. And I believe we've lost that football. I don't know who's got to go get it, but
they're headed down the hill after it.
They're going to have to hop a fence and do some walking through some weeds. Cascade brings it back to only a 3-point deficit. We'll be back in a moment here on the Exports Network.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference.
Nice aerial footage here from Summertown, Tennessee. As if you're just now joining us, this is Clint Brazier, Adam Lindsay, and Will Pettis. Miss Gretchen Brazier in the house tonight, too. You can hear her cheering every once in a while or booing every once in a while. But Cascade trails Summertown by 3. Cascade received the opening kickoff of the third and marched all the way down the field. Let's see, who was that on the return, and where is Powell?
Not sure. I believe that was number 20.
It was.
For Summertown.
It was 20. Easton DeRitter, 5'4" sophomore.
And Clint, I will tell you, this is the first time this game that I feel like Cascade has some momentum. I'm curious to see here how Summertown overcomes this, because Cascade has they've marched down the field pretty effectively right there. I think they're gaining a little bit of confidence.
You've got to answer basically the way you did that last time, but Summertown's having a hard time figuring out what they're doing. We got 10 on the play clock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now we've got a man running in.
And one running. Well, hopefully they're going to have to use the timeout unless they do something quickly.
Mac's got to hurry up. He does. Snaps it with 1 second to go. Quick handoff up the middle. Good first down run there for Summertown. And boy, that looked disastrous.
It did.
And Adam,
yeah.
Do you see 3 anywhere?
Number
Michaela Powell. Here
3.
comes Klinghardt running back in. Looks like he may have went and got taped off, but he's got a heck of a limp. Now, Powell was not in on that kickoff, and I'm trying to see. I don't see him on the field either.
I do not.
Here he comes.
Yeah,
so Powell was out, maybe getting taped up as well. So Summertown, the walking wounded right now. And that was your mix-up. We didn't know who was supposed to be on and who wasn't. Gonna plow forward. Another good run there. I don't think he's going to be quite at the first down, but
Maybe
it's going to be
yard
very
or two
doable.
short.
That was Schaefer. Lost his helmet.
Big play right here for Summertown. You need this first down.
Who's got this horn?
Ask Gretchen if she'll go in there.
Go out there and
would
tell
you
him.
go confiscate that for us?
All right, Summertown needing a yard. Look for Schaefer on the read. Nope, they're going to hand it forward. I think he's going to have the first down. Let's see, who was on that carry? Because it wasn't Schaefer, and I don't think Klinghardt's back in there. Number 44 for Summertown. Russ Gray, junior, 5'8". Summertown having to get some kids in here out of necessity, Adam, that we haven't seen all night.
Well, that's good, though. You know, it's good that they're able to do it, get those young kids. That's a big first down right there, no matter what. It wasn't much. You needed 1 or 2, but he pounded it up in there and did what he needed to do.
Gray will stay in there. Let's see what we've got.
The official is headed over to the Cascade sideline.
The horn? It may be the horn, because that horn's loud. It sounds like a train horn up there.
Yeah, that's one of the stands.
Well, and honestly, artificial noise makers in high school football. are not supposed to be used, and I believe cowbells will fall into that too.
If that's the case, we ought to outlaw cowbells too, because I hate them.
I will say though, Clint, I think I may have found a noise that might be more annoying than a cowbell. I think that horn might surpass it.
All right, 1st and 10. Now we've got
another horn. I'm gonna tell you, they can penalize them, Clint. They can penalize the opposing team for that, even with their fans or whoever's doing it.
Did they blow it again?
I'm pretty sure that's why he blew it dead again.
So got a different horn. Well,
now it's not something I don't think an official wants to do to penalize the team, but they can do it.
All right. We'll try it again. Play clock's at 20. Game clock's approaching 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. Lawrence County has just tied things back up against Giles County in the Cowbell. Dillard under center. Dillard going to keep it on the read. Not a lot there. Going to get about 3 out of it, according to that far end. And Dillard holding the back of his knee, which is absolutely not what we need to see.
That's not a bad run on first. You'd love to have more, but the main thing is that clock is rolling. Summertown is getting the ball north and south. I'm curious to see, though. I don't know how Powell is health-wise, but it might be a great time if you can get a young man with some speed around the edge.
Hit that reverse of that pitch out.
Yeah, because they're really stacking the box now. Summertown's mainly just resorted to penetrating the ball right up the gut.
Well, Powell is out there. He's in the slot position again. Let's see. I believe Cascade's going to jump off side, so that'll make it 2nd and very short.
That's a killer.
Number 10, Zayshawn Swaggerty, just couldn't keep himself back trying to get in that backfield. So it'll give Summertown a very short 2nd and 2. Clock's under 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Dillard going to hand it off. Is that Gray still out there? And he stood up.
They're going to give him all the way within a half yard, though. He's within a half yard of that first down marker. They gave him forward progress. So.
And now Summertown's got a man down as well. Let's see. I think that's Trent Jones. Is that 60 out there?
I believe so.
50.
Clint.
We don't have a 50. But either way, we'll take an injury timeout. We'll update you when we come back here on the X Sports Network. Back at it here on the X Sports Network. Offensive and defensive lineman Heath Benefield, our senior, one of our captains, going down, but he came off on his own accord. He stretched out over here. I'm hoping the way they've got him stretched out, maybe trying to hopefully rub a cramp out. But Summertown's got 3rd and 1, needing to pick up a first down. Quick snap by Summertown, and Dillard's just going to keep it. Yeah, plow forward, get the first down.
You know, and one play, Clint, never decides the game, but that just goes back and shows you how big that offsides was. Because not only does it help Summertown get a first down, but it also, you might as well just go ahead and say it takes 3.5 to 4 more minutes off this clock. And Cascade needs all the time they can get right now, down 3.
Gotta give a big shout out to my pilot, the one that got me into this broadcast mess, Mr. Jeff Franks. Every time I keep giving an update on Lawrence County, he just texts me and said, that's Lawrenceburg. Powell, trying that sweep out. Nothing there. May get back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll have about a yard maybe, if that, right at the 45.
I tell you, Adam, Cascade's found a little new life. They are gang tackling. They are on everything.
They are. I think that score was huge, Clint, right out of the half when they marched right down the field. Yeah, they're going to give him maybe a yard. That'll make it 2nd and 9.
Austin Reed going to come in. You've got Schaefer still in there as your running back, and we haven't seen Klinghardt this second half, Adam. No. Mack's going to go out of the shotgun. Got Powell and Hoffman to the right. Got Jake over here by us. Faking the option, going to read it, going to pound it up the middle. Very short gain again. That's going to make it 3rd and about 7.
If you're Cascade here, you've got to minimize any gain at all. You've got to think if Summertown gets it anywhere from 4th and 2 in, they're going to go.
I fully expect Summertown to come out here and try to draw them off again.
Very well could
and make this 3rd and 2 instead of 3rd and 7.
Well,
we'll see.
If it doesn't work, where this clock's at, they're going to have to use a timeout if they're going to try it, because we're inside of 9 on the play clock.
Dillard in the shotgun again. Going to give him a little bit more time to work. Quick slant across the middle, goes through Austin Reed's hand. It was a perfect design, just a little too high, and it was going to go through Reed's hand. Stop the clock at 1:58, and I think for the first time tonight, Summertown's going to have to punt it away.
Yep.
It was there, Adam. If we're watching Reel's replay.
Right down the seam.
Just a little high and a little hot.
Yep.
Of course, Reed's probably kicking himself thinking he's got to catch that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a ball you just got to make a play on.
Klinghardt coming back in. And pretty much looked like he was skipping. He was lipping so bad.
Yep. Well, not only are you punting here, but you've also stopped the clock.
Hoffman.
That incompletion.
Got it. Pumps it away. Come down around the 25. Missed one tackle, but then Summertown's going to pile up on Braxton Burris.
They'll be starting right around the 32-yard line.
Well, here's the deal, Adam. You gotta fix some things, because the last 2 times Cascade's had the ball, last 3 times Cascade's had the ball, they've drove on you. They've scored 2 of them. And I don't know how much wounded we've got to be able to even dial things up right here.
Well, it's a lot of this is where your depth concerns really come into play. I think we definitely saw it in Lawrence County on week 1 about kind of what happened in the second half. And I'm going to tell you, this Cascade team, we counted, they've got like 48 players, and they're deep. And Summertown right now, they just look a little sluggish on both sides of the ball, to be honest, defensively and offensively.
I think our referee's got some. I think we got a referee getting his foot taped. He may have blew out his shoe. Will, if you pan it over there, I think our referee blew out his flip-flop. He's getting some tape done. See, it's hard even on the refs. If I was Winfrey, I'd be saying, hey, now we're expecting at least about 10 or 15 yards in penalties here. That tape ain't cheap.
Cascade with momentum here, Clint.
That's what I was just about to say. Summertown's lost the momentum.
Yeah, Summertown looks a little bit slow.
But you're just a turnover or a 3 and out to change that right back.
Yeah, you need a big play here, a strip or something. Try to get the ball on the ground.
The good thing is you feel like if you get pressure, they're throwing it enough that interceptions could be there.
Yeah.
You got Lincoln Wilson back. You've got Powell back in your safety positions. Got Peyton Powell playing one-on-one against
They're going
Clay.
deep.
Oh, Pettis tries to come in and catch it on the interception there, but he can't dive and get to it. It'll be an incomplete pass, make it 2nd down and 10, minute 43 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
That was solid coverage right there by Summertown. There wasn't many windows right there to put that ball into.
You know, Adam, his go-to receiver has been Delonte Clay. He's got one-on-one out here with Peyton Powell, sophomore for Summertown. I look for maybe that to get exposed right here because you've also got Powell who's inched up a little far, so you're going to get one-on-one down this sideline. Going to keep it. Cut it. Oh, it's going to be a face mask on Summertown, and it will be.
Yeah.
Summertown had him stopped.
Spun around.
And had pretty much almost ripped his head off.
Yep.
I got to see who was on that.
And that should be.
That'll be a 15-yarder. That won't be an incidental.
No. That hurts.
Summertown kicking themselves right now. That'll put it into Summertown territory.
If Summertown doesn't make some adjustments here, they might actually, Cascade could take the lead in this game before the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. Minute 30 and ticking. Bradley in the shotgun with Zimmerman to his right. Keeps it, does Bradley. Tupper and Schaefer there on that one. They'll wrinkle him down, and that'll only be about a 2-yard gain. Make it 2nd down and 8. We're approaching a minute here in the third.
Summertown really just flooded the box right there. There wasn't really much room for anybody to go anywhere.
Bradley, pistol formation now. He's got Zimmerman right behind him. Going to hand it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's busted a gap, and I don't think he's going to have enough for the first down, but it's going to be awful doable on third.
Yeah, he's only going to be about a yard to a half yard short, so it's a big run right up the middle.
Big shout. I got to give Cascade crowd, band, a lot of credit. Made the trip. Long way from Cascade. Will, just in case you forgot, you need to be finding somebody to go to that to call basketball because I ain't making that trip. Adam's got you.
Yeah, I might be on me.
Hand off to Zimmerman. He's going to have the first down. Hurdles a defender and then goes down right at the 30. Summertown's got another player slow to get up, but that's Schaefer. He'll get up.
Yep.
We're going into the fourth quarter. We'll be back here in a moment on the Exports Network.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production, quality, maintenance, supervision, and all levels of management. Resource MFG has positions open right now to meet your needs today and a full staff ready to work with industrial partners to grow opportunities for this generation of workers and the next. Reach out today and start your employment journey with Resource MFG.
Back at it as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Cascade has it, and they are moving. Summertown hanging on for dear life to a 17-14 lead. We've got 12 minutes to go. Sam Bradley, junior quarterback for Cascades, had a good night. Going to hand that one off to Zimmerman, his running back, who's had the bulk of the work from the running back position. He's going to peel off about 8 on that first down run. Adam, we just can't get any penetration in that backfield, and we cannot fire any gaps.
They look run down. They look fatigued. And Cascade is just taking advantage of it.
Of course, about every other play, Summertown has a new player coming off the field hurt, which we knew would be an issue this year. Update from Hendrick Staggs Stadium. Lawrence County, Jeff, Lawrenceburg Central, as the Franks brothers like to call it, take a 35-28 lead in the fourth quarter. So they've got a good one going.
There's some penetration, but just can't make the tackle.
Hey,
And he's going to have the first, I believe.
It looked like Summertown might have had him wrapped up in the back, and then
another one down.
And I think that's Cleanhart again. No, that's Schaefer. And now we're going to have another injury timeout, and we will take this one with them here on the Exports Network.
The storm doesn't ask. It takes. It tests. It pushes everything to its limit. Some things are built different. Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements. Proven by time. Engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for your...
Back here on the Exports Network. Looks like Schaefer, hopefully just a cramp. But it's a good way to pay our sponsors back at them. We're getting a lot of airtime when Summertown has injuries. Zimmerman will take that one, go off right tackle. It was short, but he'll get the first down there, and it looks like Summertown's got 2 more slow to get up.
He's got a cramp as well.
He's holding the back of that leg, and I think that's Tupper again. So we'll take another injury timeout here on the Exports Network.
Good Works at Home, formerly known as the Summit at Home, is a licensed non-skilled agency dedicated to helping you maintain your independence at home for as long as possible. Our compassionate and caring staff provide support in various areas, including dressing, bathing, personal hygiene, transportation, cleaning, and companionship. Please call our office about services, payment options, and long-term care policies at 931-762-2310. We look forward to assisting you with keeping your independence longer.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Carriers has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay now starting at $20 per hour, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website, southeastcarriers.com, or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Welcome to Mid-South Barn Dominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson Cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. All comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
All right, back here on the Exports Network, we've got another injury timeout. That is Tupper. Hopefully that's just a cramp. Like I was saying, Adam, our sponsors get their money's worth when you're calling a Summertown football game
100%.
because we're very short-staffed over here. We don't have a lot of depth, so especially this early in the football season when it's still warm, we're getting a lot of injuries, a lot of cramps. So we get to run a lot of ads during our broadcast. Hand it off to Zimmerman again. It's been his show this drive. He's going to cut it back in, and he's going to walk into the end zone. So for the first time tonight, Cascade will have the lead. 3-point lead with the extra point up coming to make it 21-17. Well, Adam, it was kind of our worst fears. We knew Summertown had to respond that first drive. Had some things going, but then just didn't convert on a 3rd and 5 on a pass play, a slant across the middle, and had to punt, and it's been all Cascade has had the momentum.
It's big right here, too, because this is going to make it where Summertown's going to have a touchdown.
Rubio kicks that one. I think he kicked that one over the field house.
Yep.
And that kick is good. 4-point lead for Cascade with 10:44 to go. When we come back, Summertown's going to need to answer here on the X-Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jeff Overton, and welcome to this edition of Mars Hill Minute. We're excited to be here in the foundation of our brand new children's building, student building. This part right here will be the student sanctuary where they'll have their worship on Wednesday nights. But what I want to talk to you about is what's coming soon. The steel will go up, the second floor will be built, and the children's wing will be put in as well. We're excited about all of that, but you got to take the details of making sure this part is right. If the foundation isn't right, everything else we build is going to have problems. The Bible tells us the same is true with our lives. We talked about a man who built his house on the sand, and one who's built his house on the rocks. And when the storms came, the one built on the rock sustained and made it through. How's your life built? Jesus says he is the rock. I'd like to encourage you to build your life on Jesus Christ and his teaching and be a disciple of Jesus Christ. I'd love to invite you to Mars Hill Baptist Church to learn more about how to build the proper foundation to build upward with your life. God bless you. Hope you'll come join us.
Back on the X-Sports Network. Cascade strikes back. It's been all Cascade here in this second half. Perez with a booming kickoff. Powell's going to get under it. Powell's trying to get to the Cascade sideline. Gets tripped up and tackled around the 20-yard line. So Summertown will have to go 80 yards. Will have to have a touchdown as they trail by 4 with 10:39 to go in the contest. Adam, here's your, here's where we're all. We're all just kind of crossing our fingers and hoping, seeing who all comes out on offense for Summertown. As Powell's coming off limping.
You're going to want to break.
I don't see
here if you can.
Let's see. I don't see Klinghardt.
Dillard is
coming
back in.
I think Schaefer is out there.
Yeah. Dillard's your quarterback. He looks ready to go.
I've noticed the last 5 snaps, he's took them from the shotgun position. Maybe it's nothing else just to give him a little bit more time. Mack's going to fake that handoff on the read. Going to try to plow forward.
He'll get maybe three
or four out of it.
If you're Summertown here, you just need something to give you a little bit of confidence, kind of boost. This crowd, Cascade's really taken Summertown's crowd out of it too. They haven't had a lot to cheer for this second half.
Dillard coming over to talk to Coach Dan Winfrey, get his play call. Got Hoffman and Pugh is back in there, which is a good sign. Pugh going to go in motion. They're going to plow forward with Schaefer.
Not a lot. Maybe a yard, if that. It's going to make it about 3rd and 5, maybe 3rd and 4.
I have to see. I think it's maybe closer to 3rd and 3. It says 3rd and 34. I hope that's not the case. I don't know.
In trouble if it is.
I don't think we've got a 34-yard play. I think Lawrence County just scored again, and they did. Dillard's going to go under center. Handing it to Schaefer. Nothing. Summertown offensive line.
I think
just
they've
can't
got
get
the
off a
football.
block.
Do they have the football?
No, I think they're just celebrating that stuff.
Okay. Clint, I mean, it's 8:54 left. There's a ton of football left in this game, but I think you're in 4-down territory.
Well,
I think
3
you're going
yards
here. I think the way that Cascade has had their way offensively with you this entire second half, I think you've got to go here. You're having a discussion here with the officials. I don't know what that's about, but we'll see. They also haven't even started the play clock yet, so I'm not sure what they're discussing.
Yeah, we're free in the back blowed that and then came up, but I don't know what that was about. But I think Summertown's going to keep their offense out here at them, and I think you've got to.
This could be your game here. If you don't get this, if you're in Summertown, you're in the world.
Well, and I'm also, if I'm Coach Winfrey, I'm not afraid to burn a timeout if I can't draw them off sides.
And that might be what they're doing.
Summertown crowd getting loud at the worst time, especially if we're trying to draw them off. Nope, we're going to snap it. We're going to pitch it out. That's Pugh trying to get around the edge. Gets off one tackle. Got the first down. Gets to the 40. Good fourth down call. Good hard nose running by Pugh on the pitch out. It'll keep the drive alive.
That might be what Summertown needs to kind of get a little
All right,
bit
now
going.
we're blowing a horn. Come on, people. All right. Dillard trying to keep his team in it. Hoffman in motion, trying to work around left edge. Just couldn't get the corner turn.
He's going to lose a yard, maybe two.
That's going to make it about second down and 13.
Got to give this Cascade defense credit, Clint. They have really just tightened up the screws the second half.
Hoffman going to come off. I tell you what, that kid's tougher than a pine knot, though. Yeah. To be on every special teams play, every offensive play, every defensive play. As are so many others. Quick slant across the middle. Powell's got it.
He's going to go.
Foot race. Powell to the 30. Powell to the 20. Powell to the 10. Powell to the end zone.
What a call.
Quick slant across the middle to Caleb Powell. He wins the foot race. And he gets in the end zone, gives Summertown the lead back.
Clint, pretty much the exact
watch our replay right
call.
Here. Powell just crossed the middle. Great catch. Splits two defenders. Yep. Look at that. And then he's got a foot race. He had number 24, Tyler Rogers, bearing down on him, but Powell gets into the end zone, gives Summertown a 2-point lead.
The question is here, Clint, I'm assuming you go for two. Or do you just?
Well, I mean, a field goal gives you 3 point where they, you know, you don't want to let them kick a field goal to beat you.
I agree.
Snaps low. Max did get out, and that gets blocked. So either way, it won't matter. But the good news is Summertown with a 2-point lead. 7:30 to go. Plenty of time for Cascade the way they're moving the football, but a good response, and Summertown's got a little bit of life back in them, Adam.
Yeah, they do. That's a huge run here. The question is now, does that huge play right there kind of ignite this Summertown defense to make a stop here, because they have not stopped Cascade this half, and Cascade all their timeouts and 7:30 left, so time's not an issue.
An argument can be made. We haven't stopped Cascade other than the first possession, because the last possession of the first half, Cascade stopped themselves with unsportsmanlike penalties. So, like you said, maybe this will breathe new life into them.
But like I said, Clint, we should have went for two.
Will, this is what he used to do when I'd be the head coach and he'd be helping me. He'd say, "You should have bunted her," after the fact,
or after the bomb. Well, one thing Clint always liked to do is after the 3-run bomb, it'd be, I don't know if I'd call that pitch.
Yeah, don't call that one.
Yeah, well, heaven forbid, love him. God rest his soul. Poppy was the world's worst about that. He'd always like to come over to you and tell you, I don't think I'd call that again.
Yeah, Adam can tell you. We're talking about the late, great Randy Hillhouse. And Adam, when you had a ball team like we did, we were never the biggest, and we didn't have the best pitching or the most dominating pitching. No. Onside kick by Summertown, and it's fielded by Cascade. Good hands there by Alan Blanton. Hey, and I don't blame him because, hey, 3 plays, they're going to be at midfield the way they're moving the ball.
I think it's at
least this way they'll score quicker.
It is a very aggressive call, and I don't mind that a bit here. And
well, I think the way they're looking at it, it's kind of like Jeff Fisher when he used to coach the Titans and play against Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Just Stonecad kick it about 4 times because he said, hell, Payne's going to have it back at midfield in 2 plays.
Well, and it also kind of increases the chances is that heaven forbid that Cascade does march down the field here and score. You're going to have this game in the hand of your offense. Right now, and I think defensively, you've been struggling.
I think that was the whole game plan in that onside kick was, well, they may get it, but if they score, they'll have to do it and give us time left.
Yeah, and that might be the case. Hopefully Summertown can get a stop. Maybe a turnover here would be huge.
Bradley going to hand it. No, going to keep it. Summertown's going to come away with that tackle, but Bradley's still going to plug ahead for about 3 yards.
Yeah, that's the frustrating part is there's a ton of that play was destined to fail from the beginning, and he still gets 3 yards out of it.
But what I was going to say about Randy was we'd try some trick play or some double steal or something like that, and when it worked, Randy'd say, "You got lucky, coach."
Yeah.
He wouldn't give you credit. He'd just say, "You got lucky."
No.
All right, 3 receivers over here toward our side in a bunch. Zimmerman looking back, quick slant across. That's called. That's Clay.
Again. Not this time.
Tupper going to wrap him up. Make it about 3rd and 5.
He did gain maybe 2. But much better result that time, Clint, than the last time that young man
I'm going to be honest with you, Adam. Totally opposite than what I thought. Well, now they're going to move the spot up a little more than what I thought. But Summertown's pass defense has been the best I've seen it.
It has, other than, of course, the one where he broke it. Yeah. But that was just some missed tackles. But, yeah, I mean, they've held their own tonight. But Cascade offensively rushing the football, they've been much tougher here in this second half, much tougher to deal with.
Summertown crowd making some noise. Like Bradley's trying to draw Summertown off. They didn't fall for it. Cascade's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them here on the X-Sports Network.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled day to bring you breaking news out of Summertown, Tennessee, where a one-of-a-kind property has just hit the market and it's turning heads all over the region.
Reports confirm this is no ordinary home. We're talking about a stunning 16-acre estate featuring a modern ranch-style home with almost 3,000 square feet of single-level living space, meticulously designed for comfort and style. Sources say the property comes with its very own mother-in-law home and a 30 by 90 workshop that has an 800 square foot apartment.
In the center of it all is your own private resort, a sparkling pool surrounded by an awesome pool house, a place to unwind, to
all right, Summertown trying to get a stop, make a stand. They lead it by 2 with 6 minutes to go in the contest. Cascade looking for a first down. Bradley out of the shotgun. Going to hand it to Zimmerman. He's got the first down, then some. Powell going to trip him up, but not before he gets about 10 out of that run, does Zimmerman.
Zimmerman's been a workhorse for them tonight, Clint. When you need the yardage, he's been the man to go get it a lot of the time for Cascade. That's a big third down conversion.
Not getting in any hurry. Bradley in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. He got Zimmerman right beside him. Snap goes to Zimmerman, then ball goes on the ground. So break there for Summertown. Zimmerman does a good job falling on top of it. But that could have been a disaster for Cascade, Adam.
Yeah, and on a good note, though, for Summertown at the very least, it actually shoves Cascade back. They lose 2 yards on that play. You really need to try to capitalize here for Summertown. You backed them up 2 yards. You got 2nd and 12.
Crowd's back into it. It's amazing what a long touchdown pass will do for that, Adam.
It's a good shot in the arm for sure. They're going to have to do something quickly. They're going to have to use another timeout. There's only 6 seconds remaining here. They're going to have to call a timeout.
Coach Jared Karka for Cascade will have to burn his second timeout,
so
that's big. We'll take it with them here on the Exports Network.
It's one of our biggest sales of the year, the Storingly Furniture Labor Day Sale. Come shop our 3-acre showroom with Labor Day savings throughout. We have a huge amount of furniture in stock and ready to be delivered, featuring famous name brand furniture from all over the world. And all in-stock outdoor furniture is on sale now. Plus our huge selection of mattresses in stock and ready to go. Plus 0% financing is available and free delivery too. Don't you miss the Storingly Furniture Labor Day Sale.
Back at it. If you're seeing some aerial footage of Summertown's new facilities, might as well be Neyland Stadium, Adam. This thing's so nice.
It really, this view is beautiful. We got to give him credit.
Yeah, I don't know who will pay it off here, but for us to have our own room, air conditioning and heated, somebody did something right. All right, Cascade reeling a little bit. 2nd down and 12. Had to just use their second timeout. Going to hand it to Zimmerman. He's going off right edge.
Nowhere to go.
Schaefer couldn't track him down, but then a whole host of defenders do.
I think he's going to get back to the original line.
I believe you're correct, or maybe a little short.
Yeah.
So that'll make it 3rd and about 10.
Clint, you never know, but based on Cascade's play calling tonight, you have to assume this ball is going into the air.
Well, and you also have to assume that just because you get a stop here don't mean anything because, they have only one timeout left, so they can't punt it to you and try to get a stop on defense. Back to throw. Bradley fires across the middle, knocked out of the hands.
That is a
great play by Jake Pettis.
By Jake the Snake Pettis.
He timed that just right.
He popped him, and that young man is down. I don't know if that's the same guy that made the play, though.
It's Braxton Burris. It is. Jay timed that just right and hit him as soon as he was trying to catch that pass and knocked it free. So great play by Jake Pettis, a.k.a. Jakey Poo, a.k.a. Will's son, a.k.a. got more speed than his dad ever had.
Do you think Will's been out in the front yard? Have you ever went by Will's house and seen him working on that timely hitting by Jake? Is that something y'all do in the front yard?
Yeah, he's been doing it to Macy. Toughening Macy up. But we do have another injury, and that's Braxton Burris. We'll take it with him here on the Exports Network.
At Murray Regional Health, you'll find the expertise and technology available in larger cities, paired with the personalized and compassionate care you deserve. As the largest health system between Nashville and Huntsville, we have a medical staff of more than 200 physicians across an array of specialties, ranging from primary care to robotic surgery. They lead skilled teams of nurses and other clinical experts that diagnose and treat conditions with advanced technology. Murray Regional Health, where clinical excellence meets compassionate care.
Welcome back. Watching that last play. Yeah, Jake timed that perfect. That was a great defensive play by Jake Pettis. Good news is Braxton Burris, junior wide receiver for Cascade, went off on his own.
Question is here, Clint, if you're Summertown, are you going to drop back into coverage here, or are you going to try to put pressure? You have to assume this quarterback, this talented quarterback's putting this ball in there.
Yeah, they got 11 yards to get a first down.
Yeah.
He's got no running backs with him. I think you got to put a spy on that quarterback in case he decides to tuck it and run, but you got to lock down. Yep. Back to throw. Got a flag coming out here. Knocked away by Schaefer. But we do have a flag here, and I think that's going to be.
It will be against Cascade. The official on this end asked Summertown's coach if he would like to accept or decline it. And Summertown will be declining it.
And Summertown's going to get a stop and get a turnover on downs. So they got 3:52 to go. Adam, you got to feel like you've got to at least get one first down here.
Yeah, what's hurt Cascade now especially in this situation, you had to burn 2 timeouts offensively.
Yes.
Just because a lot of confusion it seems, and So now you can only stop this clock one time. But if you're Summertown, the main thing here for Summertown is protect this football at all costs. If I'm Cascade, I'm ripping it if I see anything that looks like a football, I'm ripping at it here. So you've got to protect the football if you're Summertown.
Lawrence County in victory formation. They're going to win the Cowbell. Big night for the purple and gold. Summertown trying to do the same. The hard-fought win here. Dillard going to keep it, plow forward. Very short game, but the good news is, Adam, he held on to the football. It's positive yards. The clock will run. Cascade not going to use their timeout yet.
I'm going to make a recommendation, Clint, that congratulations to Lawrence County. We're going to send our cowbells we have here to them.
That's right. You earned every bit of them.
Yeah, come get these down here at Summertown. You can have them, guys.
Did y'all see that post Angie tagged us in?
Yes,
said maybe we just need practice.
My goodness.
Summertown, the play clock's already down to 10. You sure don't want to go backwards here, so you got to get on it and snap the football if you're Max. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He does get it off. Going to hand it forward. Schaefer's going to bring a few with him. Good run.
They're going to use their timeout.
Cascade will take their timeout now with 2:58 to go. We'll take hopefully our last one with them here on the Exports Network.
When it's time to build a home, remodel, or add on, Hamby Builders is this area's experienced construction company. From site selections to floors, doors, windows, trim, tile, bathrooms, and kitchen, the Hamby Builders team can make your home the home of your dreams. Hamby Builders is licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience in homes in Giles, Lawrence, Wayne, and Murray counties. Trust your home construction or light commercial project to the team with experience and integrity. Hamby Builders. Call 931-629-5264 or 931-629-9472 today.
Back at it here on the Exports Network. Got some high drama going. Summertown hanging on for dear life to a 23-21 lead. It's 3rd down and 5. A first down would all but do it. Summertown trying to draw Cascade off. They're going to hand it to Schaefer.
He's going to have it.
Forward, gets a good push.
He's got
it.
I
think that spot will give Summertown a first down. Move those sticks. Hard-nosed running by Eli Schaefer will give Summertown a first down. Now Summertown, Adam, we just got to hold on to the football.
Hold on to the football. I don't know if they can completely run this thing out, but I think they can be close.
Well, let me say this. Running it all we can and then punting it, I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Because you're going to do it with only seconds left.
Yeah, I agree. The main thing here is just keeping this ball in your possession.
Schaefer going to stay out there. Dillard under center. 2:28 to go. Dillard didn't have anybody to hand that ball up. Busted play. Dillard's just going to make something out of it, try to get 2 yards. That's not the important thing. The important thing is getting off that pile. And, well, they started that play clock awful quick, but the player's still down there on the ground. But we're approaching the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 8. Cascade cannot stop the clock. They are all out of timeouts. They did restart the play clock at him, which is great.
Yeah, because that thing was started, and Dillard actually had 5 people still on top of him.
Minute 45 and ticking. Play clock's at 20. Summertown walking up to the line, not in any hurry, nor should they be. Max Dillard. Waiting. Play clock's at 5, and he'll snap it. Man in motion, going to pitch out to Pugh. Didn't see that one coming. Pugh going to turn the corner. Now we got a flag coming in late, and I think the referee decided
have a hold.
He can't not call that hold.
Yeah.
And the bad news is, Adam, that stops the clock. But you know what? It's not bad because it keeps it second down, Adam.
Yeah, I'm curious to check out that hold again. I know Will just replayed it, but I was watching the lead block. I just didn't really see anything, but maybe he did.
He did. It was Reed right there.
Okay, yeah.
He just didn't let him go quick enough. I'm assuming that's what it was. That's the only thing I saw that could have been. But like I said, the great news is it kept it second down, and you still lost all that time.
Yeah.
I think Summertown just got to get in victory formation. Coach for Cascade can't understand why the clock started running on a penalty. But I think this is high school football, and it does it not, Adam?
Yeah, you're right.
Summertown in victory formation. Mr. Ricky Armstrong just ejected a coach for Cascade. Going to be another 15-yarder. Yeah, we do. We've got a coach that just got ejected. Unsportsmanlike, coach kicked out. And I think that should be an automatic first down in a ball game, Adam.
Well, I'm not sure.
Unsportsmanlike conduct's automatic first down. It might not get you 15, but it's automatic first down.
Curious.
Of course, now if we screw this one up, I ain't calling another one.
I'm 90% sure you're right, but I don't know. I do know, like in, of course, in the NFL, you know, in pass interference penalty is an automatic first down. It's not that way in high school or college. And I'm curious if this is going to be 15 yards and only going to make it 3rd and 3 or 2nd and 3. I'm not sure.
Well, coach is still just not leaving. And I'm not exactly sure which coach got ejected. You've got two over there. Now, I think he was throwing it right at the guy at the orange shirt, but I'm not sure. And this, listen, we all know this is an emotional game. And this has been very emotional. It's been back and forth. And Cascade, I don't know what happened on that particular play. Summertown backing it. I think it all had to do with the clock not stopping, Adam. I think's what set it off. And
all these kids will be back next year. Put this on your calendar for next year.
As Will said, they're very junior heavy as this Cascade bunch, so this will be a game they'll have circled for next year when Summertown comes to Cascade, for sure. Job not over, though, if you're Summertown. You've still got to get a clean snap, and you've got to kneel on it.
There goes the coach or coaches from Cascade exiting out under the goal post.
So let's see what we've got after all these penalties and ejections and Summertown student section, the mess, singing to the coach. He getting a song on his exit. Adam, no stranger to seeing coaches getting ejected. He coached with me for several years.
You know, I always wanted to get ejected, but you told me I never could because that means you wouldn't be able to.
That's
so
right.
I had to. There was times I wanted to, but I had to keep my mouth shut.
You was the good cop. I was the bad cop.
You're right, Clint. That is an automatic first down. I wasn't sure, but it is. 1st and 10. This will be it.
Summertown will have to snap it twice.
Yeah, it does. But I'm just going off what the. I think that's right. I'm just going off. They've actually changed it to 1st and 10 on the scoreboard, but I don't think that's right. It is 2nd down. They basically gave Summertown 15 yards for the unsportsmanlike, but that only.
Well, that shouldn't matter because the play clock is rolling. Summertown can let this get all the way down to about 10 seconds, snap it, and win a football game.
That is it, yep.
You know, Adam, I'm not going to say anything till we snap this ball and don't fumble it. But Dillard trying to. You got Powell back in that safety position on the victory formation. You can snap it now, Max. And he does. Summertown's going to win a Friday night football game against a hard-fought, very talented Cascade football squad in a game that, let's just call it, Adam, it got very emotional. There was a lot of penalties and a lot of anger, but the good news is Summertown came out victorious, kept their head. Look all in the world beat when Cascade got that momentum and then had a heck of a drive on a pass play, took the lead, and then got a stop.
Well, that play call, man, on that pass right up the gut and the ability to break those two tackles, that, to me, that's what turned the flow. Cascade had everything in their favor at that point. They had the momentum. But I'm going to tell you what a great job Summertown. They came out tonight, and I know they struggled in the second half, but that first half was great football by Summertown. No turnovers. They jumped on Cascade early. And, hey, that was ultimately the difference in the end, I think.
Well, you know, Adam, we even said it, does Summertown throw here, does Summertown throw there? Max Dillard shows he can throw the football.
He can do it.
But, you know, you're just kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't, because look how many injuries we had in that game when the clock wasn't running that stopped the game. And then you stretch that game out on incomplete passes, and you're out here for 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Look at what kind of shape we're in. So I get it. I got all kinds of respect for Coach Dan Winfrey trying to coach a team that's a walking wounded but play this much heart and this much determination. Heck of a job by the boys in blue tonight.
Agree, 100%. And you know, I know Dillard, that kid's getting more confident every day. He works hard, and I think you can see, like you're saying, Clint, the way he throws the football and that he does have some accuracy to him. You can use that later on down the road. I think you can open up a little more. But, yeah, great job tonight. It was fun to watch. This group had plenty of injuries. I hope everybody's made it through. I don't know if anybody had any substantial injuries that are going to drag into next week, but you will have a really tough game next week.
Yeah, get that County Line war and rivalry next week against Mount Pleasant. It may mean a little more this year. Yeah. We'll be on the call for you with that one next week, me and Adam and Will. We look forward to it. Summertown's 2-1 and after a long rain delay and didn't know if we'd ever get this thing started. Summertown shows a lot of heart and comes away with a Friday night win. For our technical man extraordinaire, Mr. Will Pettis, for Mrs. Gretchen Brazier, who sat in here with us and put up with us all night, and for you, Adam Lindsay, this is Clint Brazier saying so long, everybody.
Going the distance with